We can't pay our rents anymore, Luigi. COVID killed our plumbing business and our landlord won't give a shit and raise the rent tenfold. Brooklyn is fucked, Luigi.
But Mario, I don't understand. You said we can make it this month, Mario.
That was a lie, Luigi. I borrowed money from John Gotti so we could bring food to our table and treat your mushroom addiction. You're my brother, but I think it's time to move on. I'm moving to Mexico. If any of Gotti's Goombas ask, tell them I'm dead. Goodbye, Luigi.
But Mario, we have a mansion. We can stay there, Mario.
No, Luigi. That was John Gotti's mansion. You were high on mushrooms and you shat in his pool. That was a week ago.
Oh, no, Mario, what are we gonna do?
Run for the border, Luigi. But it's better if we split up. You go to North Nova Scotia or something. I'll be somewhere in Mexico. Good luck, brother.
And not so fast, pesky plumbers. It is I, John Gotti. You owe me $200,000 and a pool.
Oh no, it's John Gotti! Luigi, run!
You can no longer run. I have my men surrounding your shitty apartment.
I'm tired of running, Mario. Give me my mushroom.
Luigi, what are you talking about?
Mushrooms give me super reflexes, Mario. We're not running away. We're gonna end this here and now.
Shit. Well, I guess we have no choices, Luigi. Now I'll follow you.
What are you doing, you plumbing pricks?
You can take away our lives, but you can't take away our freedom, John Gotti. Pasta la vista.
Oh yeah, this Red Bull got me hyped up. Yup, I'm going crazy up in the studio. Yo D, pass me some Red Bull.
I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. I got Red Bull in my cup.
Yeah, I got my Red Bull in my cup and I'm hyped up. I don't mix the syrup in it, if I did I'd be slowed up. I don't mess with sugar free cause I like the head rush. They call me Stack Stringo cause I'm making your girl blush. Snapbacks, all I wear is snapbacks. All I drink is Red Bull and haters can step back. Top to top, head back, let's finish the cup. Got my red silver cup filled to the top and that's what's up. You can throw away that monster and that rock stuff too. If you ain't drinking that Red Bull then you're looking like a fool. I'm colder than a freezer and I'm hot like the sun. I think I need some more Red Bull to cool off my lungs.
I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup.
Like a boss, yeah, I'm trippy, man, I'm drinking so much Red Bull, I think I might go insane. Yeah, I might go insane, I'm tripping on you haters. I got so much Red Bull like Baskin Robbins got flavors. I got work, my Red Bull look like that perp. I'm posted up at Seb's and I mix it with the slurp. I be drinking that Red Bull 24/7. Buy it at the gas station, 7-Eleven. Got my gravy on and I got the Red Bull in my hand. I'm spitting fire on the microphone, you know that I'm the man. Yeah, you heard it right, cause I told you I'm the man. So do yourself a favor and pick up a Red Bull can.
I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Bull in my cup. I got Red Bull in my cup, yeah. Red Rebel in my cup, yeah. Rebel in my cup. I got rebel in my cup. I got rebel in my cup, yeah. Rebel in my cup, yeah. Rebel in my cup. I got rebel in my cup. Rebel in my cup, yeah. Rebel in my cup. I got rebel in my cup. I got rebel in my cup, yeah.
Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? My name is Vaughn Coleman, but you already knew that. But maybe you know, it's your first time here. I did have two, not one, but two episodes of Vaughn Coleman Presents today, and that in itself, I think, deserves a little bit of an after party, don't you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. I realized I needed more. So if you guys have any, like, garbage, you know, videos that you could send me that would make, like, good intros, like I the other day I was going to the shooting range with my friend, and Red Bull in my cup started. We were talking about Red Bull, and I thought of this video that we used to laugh at. I don't know how he found it, but it's Red Bull in my cup, and I love that video so much. But yeah, today is a pretty special day, actually, guys. It really is, because today, I should say the next 2 days will be very special, but today. So for those of you that don't know, when I got into the comic book industry, it was I majored in film. I know you guys, you know, make fun of me for saying that, but it's true. I did. I'll dig through my garbage videos and see what I've got. Oh, thank you, B.S. Warren. So yeah, I remember my friend. I gotta find my friend had a playlist of some of the. Oh my God! Hang on, Garfleaf. That's what I was just talking about that earlier today, because there was a girl. I felt bad because the girl who I was interviewing, it was like an unironic fan of Garfield, and I know because like I didn't know Garfield first in the memes. I knew it like, you know, unironically, but like Garfield is such a meme now. It's like I can't even imagine thinking about Garfield in like a serious context. I know it's a comedy, but what I mean is like. I keep thinking, like, do you guys remember I'm Sorry, John? I was just looking at that earlier. Hold on. Like, the internet is so bizarre. I don't even think. You guys remember this shit? Hold on, let me pull this up. It's really funny. I'm sorry, John. It's just like, let me help you, John. Dude, this would be a bit late, but this would be a good art contest. Oh my God, there's like a comic of it. Wait, there's a history of I'm Sorry, John? All right, it's Reddit, but it might be like not terrible. You understand, I don't trust anything Reddit. All this for a dog, John? Yeah. Oh, he's John Wick. Oh, that's kind of clever, actually. John, I could smell you. Look, it's Garfield, guys. Don't you like Garfield? Got just all these horrific. What the fuck is this? Oh my God, we're like, I didn't even get past the first row, and already we're getting the furry shit. God damn it. Can you guys like keep it in your pants? Christ. Unbelievably horny, these furries. Can you guys believe these furries? I'm sorry, John, the children weren't enough. Holy shit. This is horrifying. Where does this come from? I gotta look into this. Open your eyes, John. Alright. Anyway, if no one else is playing off of this, I don't know. Like, this is so terrible. We got someone in the chat who's going to be joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him. He's a fellow Garfield enjoyer like myself. I think. I don't know how I feel about this, but let's get his thoughts. All right, guys. Let's see. Where's the intro? Oh, here it is. How's it going?
How's it going, my fellow constituent? How you doing?
How are you doing? Do you like these pictures?
I can't even fucking see. Oh, all right. This cursed shit.
It's been too long since my last meal, John. It's when Garfield sheds his human form. I was trying to explain, but it's like there's no words to describe what it is. I'm sorry, John. No way. There's like a creepypasta of it. That's fucking hysterical.
This is good stuff. This is
yeah, no, because
good stuff to lead with.
I was explaining because Bobby, weren't you one of the ones saying that Garfield isn't supposed to be funny and that makes it funnier?
Yes, I heard that and it made it so much funnier to me.
Oh, look at this! This is a classic art reference.
This is Goya. I remember the first time.
Bits, I don't know if you're watching. She was talking about how she grew up with Garfield as one of her comics, and I just I keep thinking of Garfleaf and obviously.
What was funny was because that was a Goya painting. I think we were telling somebody at dinner. Was it J.D. Vaughn or Billy? I remember I said one. Yeah. Because I was like, I first remember when I discovered I liked arts because the first painting I really saw as a kid was. That Goya with this naked Spanish lady with giant tits just lying on on some sort of ottoman, and I'm like, oh shit! So you could do that in art. So I've never been a normal person ever since.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, bring it up on stream. It's just a paint. It's just a paint.
Yeah, I will. Hold on a second.
Does the titty detection software work on art?
We've watched Garfield before, right?
Oh yeah. Are you going to show the clip with what is it? He's describing a woman that's has a good personality, but really Garfield saying that means she's fat or something like that.
No, hang on. Is that I've never seen that.
Yeah, Garfield's
good personality.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. This has been making the rounds on Insta for whatever reason.
Is this it?
It's been coming to my feed.
Which one is it? This one?
And not find out about it for days. You can also tell if you're overweight. No shirking. Drop and give me 20.
Wait, his mouth doesn't move? I forgot about that.
This doesn't saying it. Oh wait, no, it is. It is.
If you're overweight by the way people describe you.
Arbuckle, you really ought to go out with my daughter sometime. She's really nice.
That means she's fat.
In fact, she's really sweet.
Means she's incredibly fat.
And very graceful.
So fat you wouldn't believe it.
Oh, and she has a wonderful personality.
If you come to pick her up, bring a moving van. Okay, now take a few laps.
Holy shit, that's actually really fun. I do remember seeing that, but I thought that was an edit.
Based as
fuck. That's actually... Dude, it's hard to remember that they were allowed to make jokes at one point in time. But that was really funny, dude. That was so fucking funny. Based Garfield, Jules says, "Yeah, get on in here." Jules, yeah. Wait, what's this? This guy, Jules. How about I do AI art?
What the fuck was that sentence? What was that? This? What did you say?
I don't even remember.
What the fuck?
I don't even remember what it's going to say.
I'm surprised you're able to talk, dude.
Well, hang on, I forget. Hang on, there was one video my friend was telling. Let me text my friend. There's one channel. It's literally an hour-long video of a guy in a suit explaining the comedic genius in the least funny way possible, to the point where it's so not funny that it becomes funny. But it's an hour long talking about a 3-panel Garfield comic strip. It's really funny. Hang on, let me look it up. It's this is it. Yeah. Okay. This is we're not going to watch this whole thing, but this is it's set in the 70s. And this is an hour. This is a 3-panel thing, right? It's like an hour-long fucking analysis. Garfield. It's so funny to me. I don't know. I love it so much. All right, hey, let me put that in the chat. Speaking of the chat, we do have someone else joining us. Hello.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone.
How we doing, Zach? It's a big day for you. But Zach, what do you think? Real quick. Garfield? What do you think? Okay, good talk.
Is that Mark Hamill?
Oh, bye, Zach. Okay, well, we'll be seeing him again.
Hey, Alex is in the chat. What's up?
Alex, how you doing?
What's up, you beautiful
Alex, what
piece
is
of shit?
justice for Zach? Yeah, La Saga, dude. I do love me some La Saga. But yeah, this is an hour-long speech on this I don't know. I find this so funny.
La Saga? That
No,
if they
it's
made...
an hour-long speech on this 3-panel thing.
Mm.
He goes on.
Fascinating.
Like I can.
What the fuck is this?
I'm talking about the pipe strip in relation to religion. It's interesting to assign the roles of God and anti-God, or as they know him.
Like he just goes on for like an hour, just like bringing up this meaning that's just literally not even remotely related. I forgot that it got into religion, but my friend showed me part of it, and I didn't think it was.
How odd that Sahib shows up in the strip, and my spiritual advisor's name is Avram Dav Singh Sahib. Coincidence, surely, but nonetheless,
Maybe it's not just the.
This reminds me of when like Adult Swim was funny.
Wait, holy shit! 0727. This is my birthday.
I love talking to myself. Isn't it great?
I was just thinking about that. All right, no, sorry. Yeah, Adult Swim when it was funny. I agree.
Yeah.
Adult Swim when it was funny. Tracking Jim. Look at this guy made a whole fucking thing covering. Garfield is enraged by color blindness. What the fuck? This is so funny to me. Okay. Now, when Zach comes back, we will have to upload this video. Jesus visited him and said, "Dude, chill out a little." Yeah. I just find that shit so funny. But here's the thing. We got two things. All right, I do want to talk about this. So I edited 2 books for Phenom Comics. Hunt a Ninja Bear was the first one. Nope, Zach's
okay.
Is Zach back? Zach.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, how you doing?
I had to restart the laptop. You gotta love technology, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. My PC. I finally had to call Verizon, and I think they sorted the issue out.
I can't even fucking have like Photoshop open. Just open in the background with this thing. It fucking starts like
it starts dying, right?
Dying. Yeah.
That's why I got my PC. Is because I never even ended up finishing the movie, but I was like gonna finish editing a movie that I shot, like a short film. My Mac would be going to like cardiac arrest every time we tried to put the footage in the timeline. It would start heating up, and I could audibly hear it. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get a PC. I'll just get a PC," and I never ended up finishing the video. But.
What the story, Mark?
Yeah, what a story, Mark. So, before we get to Zach's thing, I do want to say right now, live, Star Riders on Indiegogo. I mean, not on Indiegogo. It is going to Indiegogo.
Zach,
after Kickstarter.
Vaughn, I had a very important question about the plot of this that you never answered. Mm-hmm. Okay, are there boobs in this book?
Yeah, not bare naked. From
all right. Well, I'm not backing then. Fuck that.
Well, if you could not,
fuck that shit.
Can tits breathe in space?
I actually had an idea. This is a true story. I had an idea for like a chick in space, for a costume where like the helmet for your head for air. I guess it's like I had an idea for like 2 over her tits too, so you could just see for no reason, just so you could see like tits in outer space. I'm like, this is a fucking good idea. Unfortunately, I didn't know Vaughn back then, so I couldn't sift it through an editor. But clearly, he thinks it's a genius idea.
Yeah, the boobs in space. That's all you need.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, Star Riders. Let's play the trailer. So hang on real quick. Star Riders. Oh, I love it when it. Why is it not loading? Why is it doing this?
Communist Russia.
It was so enamored with my idea that it just gave up. It's like I got to kill myself because nothing can come close to this.
It was showing up earlier.
Well, yeah, I didn't say my idea earlier though. I just said it now, and that's why it committed.
Yeah, this is
I love when one doesn't take any. All right, here we go.
Yeah. No, Here we go. Trailer.
Chocolate starfish.
Throw your hands up.
Hold tight. Roger that, Dad. All systems go. Tell Mom we'll be home for dinner. Godspeed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All Roger, lift off and the clock has started. Yes, sir. Reading it loud and clear.
Houston, we've had a problem. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem here. Are you seeing this, Houston? Roger. Data is coming in. Stand course. Hold your position. For God's sake, this can't be real. Dad, do we have any options? Voice, fly safe.
Oh my god, I hadn't seen that trailer yet.
All right, I'm not gonna lie.
That was fucking good.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, dude. If this is giving me Mass Effect vibes.
I've never actually played it. I want to.
The game is fucking good. I mean, like the sound effect that was going on is like the menu select screen in Mass Effect before you start playing the game. So I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really. Are there at least some? Listen, you'll have to read the book because one of the things about Star Riders, I went in blind as an editor because one of the actually, come to think of it, I haven't done this with my book yet, but I'm thinking about it. Actually, my role as an editor was very different from what it normally is. Right? I think it was originally called assistant editor, and then I don't remember exactly. But the book was done, pretty much done. Certain parts weren't colored. There were a few issues in the middle that weren't colored, and that's because they were supposed to be colored in a different style than the rest. And so you have ultimately 3 colors by the end of this book if you look at the page.
All
but
right. I think I'm back now.
It's a really cool book. And look, I don't, I really want this book to see because it kicks ass. But it's Tony Bedard, who I didn't realize at the time. I was like, oh, who's this writer? Because I knew who Chuck was. I didn't even realize. Right on my shelf, I have some of his Gotham. He did Gotham City Sirens, Tony Bedard, and now he works on Call of Duty games and stuff. But it's a really solid story. It's got the art team, because I know you guys are artists. It's Scott McDaniel's the penciler. Then it's Rob Hunter's the inker. Rob did every Phenom book. He was let's see. Then for colors, there's 3 different colors depending on the chapter. So most of the chapters, it's Gabe El Taib did the colors, and then it's Sink did one of the chapters, and Lee Duhigg did 2. Now here's the thing: I never saw Lee or Sink's colors on Star Riders. I only saw Gabe's because those chapters are colored in a different way. So I only saw the black and white art, but they were explaining it to me how it was going to look, and I can't wait. Even just from the trailer, I was seeing bits and pieces, but I can't wait to see it for the first time. There's something really. I love digital. I mean, look, I like digital stuff. Don't get me wrong, but there's something, and you guys know this, I'm sure, about holding a comic in your hand. That's just that. Especially if it's one, even if only as an editor, I can't even. I feel like I'm probably gonna cry when I hold what I actually wrote in my hand. Even as an editor, I'm like, wow, like Hunter.
Alex,
All right, back to phone. Thank you, man. Thanks, Alex. You're the man.
Alex, did you hear my idea earlier? What do you think of it? I feel like he's a fellow man of culture. He would appreciate some space tits.
But it's like 9 issues worth, and it's only $20. This, but it's got
That's
some
not
issues.
bad.
No,
it's actually not bad for what it is.
It's really solid stuff. But this isn't the only. You know, it's funny. There's 2 sci-fi books ranking close together, and I'm involved in both, which means I feel like I should get into a sci-fi mood. And you know that time to change my background. I guess I already had Yoda, but you know what? We're gonna do this one, UFO one. All right. So because the Yoda one, this one is like when there's something wrong, and Yoda's like, whoa, but there's nothing wrong. We're actually on top of the world right now. So, even though getting abducted by aliens still isn't ideal, you know, I'd probably rather not go through that. Just because I feel like they're gonna do things that
they're gonna probe you.
Yeah, that's what I was implying. But thanks, Zach.
I don't know where you could come back from that.
Yeah. But yeah, Alex VRB already on top of it in the chat. Look at this guy. He loves you, Zach.
I love him, dude. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, man. Like I fucking, I didn't like, you know, rewind the clock back like 3-4 years. I never thought people like, you know, Alex and shit would just really appreciate the character and the story. So it's still like surreal that people really do enjoy Sonderon and what I'm doing. So I get giddy on that.
And Zach, I'm really tune in for. Let me pull up the thumbnail here. Tune in for
Alex.
What did Alex say? Zach sounded really gay. So wow, man.
Tired.
Zach's pouring his heart out to you, and all you can be like, gay.
Dude, I'm fucking exhausted, man. I don't know if you could hear it, but like...
Yeah, a little bit. But you know what? You've been working hard. Zach, I'm going to be interviewing Zach on Tuesday. I'm going to schedule the stream after this because it's scheduled, but I mean, like, officially make it where, like, so you could hit the notify me button, you know, for you guys. But yeah, I'm having Zach on a Tuesday, and then I'm probably going to have the Star Riders crew on. I'm going to have the Star Riders crew on a week after that, I think. I don't know how much of the crew I'm going to have. Tony, I know, followed me back on Twitter, which is nice.
Tony
Tony Bedard. Are you guys familiar with Scott McDaniel's art?
Not really.
Yeah.
Because I know he...
I just never heard of that book that you just threw up.
Well, yeah, because it's... But Scott McDaniel, he did a lot of... I know he did... he might even be responsible for the current Nightwing design that we know. I think that was Scott's design. Like with the blue... I'm
definitely backing it for sure because like that trailer reeled me in. What I've seen so far is pretty dope. I'm backing that. The Lost Pages, the Mythicals, like really. I'll tell you right now. I may sound like an asshole, but I do not like bad art. I don't like fucking bad. I will not back a book if there's like mediocre art in it. And I feel sorry, like, and I really do apologize for people out there. But if you're going on a crowdfunding campaign, you're asking people to back your book, you got to have like
professional art,
like professional quality. Even if you're not a professional, you got to really like hone in on that shit. So
that's one of the things too. Is like, and a professional art can, you know, hide. Well, at least in terms of advertising, shitty writing. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize, like, when I bought All-Star Batman and Robin, I liked the art. I had no idea what I would be subjected to
I know some people that there are some people who will back a book if it has good writing, bad art, and then some people will back bad writing and good art. I look at it this way. It's like, you know, the art is the physical like thing you're going to see. The writing isn't. And the writing, you know, somebody can improve writing as they go along.
Right.
But it's really just like there was a couple campaigns I backed when I first started doing this. And I got the books in. And I'll tell you right now, it's not just the quality of art that annoys me. Because when you see people with, you know, mediocre art that launches a campaign, it doesn't end there. it'll go into shipping and handling. The shipping and handling will be below subpar. Like I've gotten damaged books from books that I backed.
Oh, do
that had
you
bad
reach out
art.
to them?
I don't bother at that point because I understand that they're trying to get through, and I'm not going to sound like an asshole.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, listen, I want you to send me another copy. It's a waste of time. I don't have time to do that kind of shit. But I just won't back something in the from them again unless I see something like is immensely improved.
For sure. But yeah, I mean the quality of like the mythics, that stuff looks great. Phil's always got a hand on great artists, and even you guys are like, I look at your stuff, I look at Bobby's and yours. I liked your stuff on the. I don't know if you remember, even like I was looking just through your art when you guys were tabling it when I first met you guys, because I had hung out with you guys, but I hadn't seen your art until the day after, and I was just flipping through, and I was like, oh, this is good shit.
That wonderful con. Well, wonderful after party.
Wonderful after party. Really.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what Travco just said in the comment section is definitely on the money.
I wish a lot of these crowdfunding books did have better writing, though. For fuck's sake, hire an editor. Bitching about editors is a fun gag, but don't get it twisted. Hire one. Yeah, no, that's the thing too. It's like, because look, there's someone said this. I remember like that. And because I have look. I'll be honest. At least for me, like writers, sometimes I'm almost I don't want to say imposter syndrome because it's like, but you almost get this idea that like if you're just a writer with no artistic talent, you're like, fuck, like I don't deserve as much as the people who can draw. But like a lot of artists, A, don't want to write, or B, writing really is a talent in and of itself. And then when you have a powerhouse like John Byrne, or like who else can do both?
Frank Miller, Steve.
Frank Miller. Oh yeah, why didn't I say Frank Miller?
Steranko. Let me think.
Michael Golden can do both. Actually,
Golden.
He's like when you get
some people
like
say Howard Chaykin, but I don't really like Chaykin's writing.
I like his artwork more than I do like his writing.
Same.
Yeah, there's certain people, like, for example, have you guys read any of Michael Turner's creator-owned stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Like Fathom?
So, like, Fathom is, like, really solid idea, great artwork, but in my opinion, at least, and this is just, like, I didn't hear anything online, because I know Fathom is the more well-known of the two, Fathom and Soulfire. I think Soulfire is just from a storytelling and character standpoint leagues better because he brought in Jeff Loeb to write it. And you could,
Travco. It's so fucking right too.
Yeah, two more. Yeah, spelling errors is something spelling errors. It's like if my job is just to read it, I make sure I get that shit right. Like,
oh yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy because like. It's like, some of these people who go onto these campaigns and they raise that kind of money, it just amazes me that they just kind of let shit like that slide. They're like, better.
Dude, there's billion-dollar companies that fucking let it slide right
now.
No,
there's even worse. It's not just the campaigns, dude. Do you see? Wait, what was that one panel I saw of Spider-Man where it was like, it was shocking.
No. The intro to a book of Spider-Man. I forgot who was showing. It was Graham or someone. It was it was on King's, I think. They were showing the intro to a Spider-Man comic that had just come out recently, and there's like 3 spelling errors
before you even get to the comic, right?
Yeah. It's like the fucking thing on the on the inside front cover where it says Peter Parker is in deep shit or something like that, and it's like there's like a paragraph and there's like 3 spelling errors. There's commas missing and shit.
Yeah. Even as a writer, unless I'm writing like unless I'm in a deadline, then there could be some spelling errors. But normally even writers have to get back. But yeah, you need to get it someone. I will like spend so much time writing a script over and over and over and over again, right? And there's still shit that people will be like, Vaughn, you didn't check this enough for spelling errors. I'm like, motherfucker, I've read it like 4 times. But that's why you need that second set of eyes. Or same thing, you need it. Because editors here's the thing, editors, when they're doing editing, when they're actually doing, like my job, I keep saying it at Phenom Comics, was pretty minimal, right? But I did all I needed to do, and that was all I needed to do was read it, give feedback, find any whatever.
This is why I made the giant big brain move of hiring a guy that's a writer and an editor. So you see, checkmate.
But like, for example, like I don't know if I'll be, at least with my creator-owned stuff, I won't edit my own because I want someone because I'm afraid people because something will sound great to me in my head, right? But then what if because like your characters, you should know your characters inside and out, right? But if it doesn't come across on the page, you know, it doesn't matter if no one else knows. If you think your shit is genius, and then it comes out there, and no one else understands what the fuck is happening in your story, that's a problem. Or if no one else cares about it, you insist they care about. Like
I'm still the opposite though, dude. I'm still like Zach. If the art sucks, I don't give a fuck about it. Like,
I get it.
There's this book called 30 Days of Night where the story is brilliant. It's about they made it into a movie. It's about the vampires that end up in Nebraska, right? So it's like
genius idea.
Yeah, everyone in the town's in deep shit because 6 months of night. If the vampires go there, they can do whatever the fuck they want for 6 straight months.
Oh, that's a really cool concept, yeah.
But the art is so insanely fucking bad. It looks like that show Squidbillies. That's what it looks like, and it's like I couldn't get into it.
The movie. That's why I just go straight to the movie, not even the book.
Right. But the opposite, which I always say the opposite example, would probably be although to be fair with All-Star Batman and Robin, I think there's like a B-movie charm to it because it's so fucking dumb that I actually start liking it because it's just so
I like Ben Templesmith though.
I like him, but I don't know what he did. I don't know if he was on like hallucinogenics or some shit when he did this, like because it's just I don't remember liking it at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's definitely a weird style. But I mean, yeah, that was but what were you saying?
No, say about All-Star. I mean, All-Star is probably the exact opposite. So I would take All-Star over that any day of the week. I mean, obviously it's probably that opinion is probably informed by my my choice of being an artist, not a writer.
Right.
But still, I mean, it's still a visual medium, and even though All-Star is really not a well-written comic, it's still, I don't know, like I said, the B-movie charm. Like, it's so fucking over the top for no reason.
Well, that's the thing, too. I mean, I can't gauge how the writing is going to be just by looking at the cover. You need to have a pretty cover. You need to have pretty stuff to show in the trailer, right? You have a solid idea and then the art. The thing is, when you read it and it's not that great, you still got their money. They might not come back for issue 2 if the writing sucks, but you got them in the door, and that's one of the things that like writing, you need generally a good team.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we had this debate. Did we ask people about this? Like, I think you could probably get away with the bad, and this isn't saying, one is more important than the other, but I'm just saying in a visual medium.
Oh, you can get away with a bad if you had to choose one, it's the art easy.
Yeah.
Like in terms of
definitely.
what to get away with. Yeah, because again, like I'm saying, you can't get sales with sticks like unless it's like you get some like crazy press. If you have like shitty stick figure artwork, dude, like it's not, you know what I mean? Like
stick figure art. Or like
although there are those short films, like what was it? That had like this, but that's animation. They can get away with that shit. But like comic art, no. You know what I mean? Like you need that, like, cause that's. I look at old stuff. Sometimes I look at pages though, and I'm like, I remember this in my head being bigger than it was. These panels being bigger than they were because the moments feel so big because of the way they're written. But generally speaking, like it's still art. Like even for example, some of the stuff I picture these things being like half a page or splash page. I'm like, oh no, it's just a little panel here. But it's like if the moment feels big enough, it's. But even still, the visuals are solid and they do all they need to do, which is, look pretty, tell a good story, make it dynamic. So, sorry, Jay said, Vaughn, how many books do you read daily? It's funny. I've been slacking kind of lately because I was working on stuff. But today I read 2 issues of X Factor actually before my first stream. I read X Factor 57 and 58. Oh, by the way, Bobby, as a Sabretooth enjoyer, even though I think her run has its ups and downs, there is a fucking amazing fight between Archangel and Sabretooth that like no one talks about in X Factor. I want to say issue 53.
Ooh, let me write this shit down, dude. I'm a big Sabretooth guy.
Yeah, I know you are. It is like because it's Archangel. It's like basically because it's like a self one-off. It's like Archangel and Sabretooth.
Ethan did this weird book that had a pretty cool Sabretooth moment. I forgot what It was that weird one he was talking about, like the weirdest issue he ever did. I think it was Wild Child or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what happens is, I forget what happened, but he gets burned alive, Sabretooth, like to a fucking crisp. Like he barely has, he's like almost literally a skeleton. And literally every subsequent panel, you see him like regrowing like his shit, like panel by panel is actually really awesome.
Yeah, I don't like this cover at all.
What
This
is it?
that
Let's
I'm
see.
about to show you.
Whip it out.
It's a not a good Liefeld cover. I don't like this cover.
Damn.
But the interior art is not like the interior art. I'm not sure. I forget who it was.
This is definitely not Liefeld.
No, it's not.
You could
But
tell even
this fight. What I love about this issue, because it's like Sabretooth is not an X Factor villain. You know, like he's not. What I like about he has no. He has
I'm not crazy
really,
about this.
What, this art here?
Yeah, I'm not. They have
I
two
think it's-
headshots that are like the same size. It's just like.
But it's like, okay, well, it's the way like the fight is choreographed and brutal. Like I just like that he rips apart him right here, and it's just like they keep getting down to the wire, and he's cutting him with his wings and shit. It's just I fucking love it, dude.
Let me tell you something. The biggest way to tell if your dick works or not is if you get Mark Teixeira's Sabretooth miniseries 1 through 4, and if you don't get hard by like the first splash page, then I'm sorry, you gotta go see a doctor immediately.
Like Bobby, hang on. First of all, that angel ass. But second of all, this fight.
Angel ass.
No, this fight, dude. Look at this shit right here. That's fucking ripping across Sabretooth. I love that. This one right here where he slashes him up here. It's just like a brutal rooftop fight that goes on for like most of this issue.
I'm not gonna lie, Vaughn. I'm a little disappointed here.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think this is fucking awesome.
I'm gonna have to go read the Sabretooth miniseries to sort of do a little palate
It's
cleanse
just
here.
oh my god, bad taste. This is a great fucking fight. It's just like brutal, and it's like Sabretooth. Like I forget why actually. I think he's sent to attack Archangel for some reason. And these two have never had a history or anything. Sabretooth is just kind of like Sabretooth is normally an X-Men villain. You know, he never really has any history, at least at this point, with Cyclops or any of the members of X Factor at the time. But then he just fucking attacks.
I got a good recommendation for you. Here's a very good recommendation. You ever read Wolverine 10?
Yes.
Okay, that's a fucking phenomenal Sabretooth Wolverine story.
Mm-hmm.
Sienkiewicz cover.
Yeah.
Interiors, I want to say Buscema and
Yeah, I think it's Buscema with Sienkiewicz inks.
Yeah, so it's basically Sienkiewicz essentially. Yeah, dude, it's weird because it's like the first time you see Wolverine like sort of afraid.
Well, that was one of the
wild.
few issues where it's like, because I normally can't tell with anything, from being honest, because I just, I guess I'm not as observant, but I could tell like see the Buscema and the Sienkiewicz in that issue. I could see them both.
He was getting wilder toward the end, Buscema. He had a little bit of a wild side. Like some of the Wolverine shit he did because he was working on single issues. Like I remember specifically for the fucking the one where he has the eye patch and he's leaning next to Fix It Hulk. You know,
that's like he does like the first
that 8?
16 issues, I think of, or I think Gene Colan does one of the first 16.
But there's like a period where Buscema really loosened up. That's really cool, and specifically.
Wait, real quick, Zach. What do you think of? What are your thoughts on this? You think this? I think this is fucking cool.
Yeah, I think the artwork. I was looking at them when shown. I think that's the problem with some of these. Some of the comics is that when you have the covers look fucking ridiculous, you lose some of the cool fucking stories that are told. And dude, I'll tell you right now, some of the greatest fucking Spider-Man fights I've read were from like covers that were just bad. Like, and man.
And then there are some great issue covers for stories that I'm like, okay. Like this is probably one of my least favorite X Factor covers, if I'm being honest. But like the issue within is probably one of my favorites that I've read. I forget. Hang on, I gotta look up who did the interiors on that issue.
It's definitely.
I read an Adam Kubert X Factor issue, by the way. And then it was followed up by John Bogdanov.
Who the fuck is that?
Adam Kubert just never.
Terry Shoemaker is super underrated. Yeah, that's who did those pencils. And then Al Milgrom did those inks.
Dude, Al Milgram's. A lot of people hate on that dude, bro. I really like his shit.
Shoemaker did some great shit, dude.
I'm going to say, I'm able to separate the art from the artist, so, you know. That being said, that Liefeld cover is still absolute ass.
Yeah, it's this is just like not a. It's just like, what is his face here? Because he listen, like new.
The
What
waist
number
is
is
way
that?
too. The waist.
What number is that? X Factor number
52. It's a good read. It's a very good read with a cover that I do not like. And I'm not like one of those people that like blindly hate on Rob Liefeld covers. I think it's some very dynamic covers. Like I love this cover.
The tropes are part of it, though. The tropes are part of it to me. When
Like
you love Liefeld.
the New Mutants issue 85. He didn't even do the interiors here. I fucking love this cover. It looks. This one looks. I wish the interior art was this dynamic, or not. Actually, if I remember correctly, it was pretty good. Actually, the interior art. But like, I love. This is the first Rob Liefeld new.
Listen, I always like. You're like, look, man. Listen, again, separating the art from the artist. I still love his art. I think he's petty and childish as fuck, but I still love him as an artist. That being said, he wouldn't have blown up as big as he did if he sucked like people say.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, does he have his issues, his shortcomings? Every artist does.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, when you see his shit, he's possibly the most dynamic artist out there.
Yeah.
Like, his shit just fucking ripples off the page when he's in the zone. Like,
here's a really good fight. Rob Liefeld, he did the interiors in an Amazing Spider-Man number 23 annual, I believe number 23.
Hold up.
And it's a fight between Spider-Man and Abomination. And it was so cool.
Oh shit, I want to see this.
Amazing Spider-Man annual number 23, I believe.
Oh, by the way, I didn't realize that until I was reading it that McFarlane inked Liefeld, not just on covers but full issues. I had no idea.
A lot actually.
Why did he do inking?
You know what's funny?
23.
Liefeld actually refused to sign.
Oh shit, who did the cover here?
Liefeld didn't do the cover. Somebody else did.
This looks like a Byrne She-Hulk. Is that
That's
Byrne?
a sexy ass cover.
He did. I think it is Byrne. He
That looks like
definitely
Byrne.
did the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Byrne
Byrne. You
She-Hulk. I could tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Primarily because I work at Renee Witterstater's table, so I spend so much time looking at that one She-Hulk cover that I'm like, I know what a. I've even read his She-Hulk run, but I looked at that cover so much. I actually have it signed by Renee.
Even though the leg attachments are fucked, I love that Abomination. It's a fucking great Abomination. Like, it's
the story is fucking solid. There's actually one page on Google Images you can see Liefeld, and like, dude, this is like Liefeld was like really, fucking amazing in this story. This was probably Liefeld's best shit that I've seen from his early days.
Dude,
like, I would arguably
by the way, Jay,
say,
if you want the link, message me on Twitter.
I would basically say this is probably better than his fucking what do you call it, New Mutants run that he was doing. Because like you could see an interior page on Google Images, you could just see the action of Spider-Man and Abomination fighting. It was so fucking cool.
I've only read one issue of Rob Liefeld's New Mutants. The next issue, the iconic Cable cover, that's not his first appearance, but everyone says is. I don't give a fuck what everyone says. That is my next issue I have to read. New Mutants 87. That's the next in my X-Men reading order. This is the next one I have to read. This issue right here. So I'm right on the cusp.
Vaughn, pull that shit up on Read Comic Online. That too, the shit Zach's talking about. I do it, but I'm pretty sure my computer will get AIDS if I do it because
that's fine.
Just like.
What book?
The one you were just talking about, Amazing Spider-Man Annual 23.
Yeah.
I want to see this shit. I open it up privately, but I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my computer, dude. If I put on my camera, the shit's gonna just die. So I can't even open a second tab here, let alone that shit.
Let's see if it's on Marvel Unlimited. It is on Marvel Unlimited. Oh, wait. Is it? Hold on.
Jay disagrees with my assessment that Liefeld is one of the most dynamic artists.
I mean, I gotta say, like, Eric Larson's a super dynamic art, like, in his early stuff. I mean, like, early stuff. Eric Larson was an extremely dynamic artist for his time. Like, he was definitely a young gun at that point, but obviously, like, we don't talk about his later Savage Dragon stuff.
Oh, yeah. Dude, even right before he left Marvel, it was really shit. It was starting to get really bad, in my opinion.
I mean, like, dude, if you read Savage Dragon, I think for like the first 100 issues, it's solid. Like, I'm talking about really solid, and like not like like I said, like Eric Larson was doing like Jack Kirby, type of stories that a lot of artists weren't really doing at the time. When it came to like when it came to what Jack Kirby was doing when he New Genesis, like the New Gods, like all this omnipotent type of stories, like Savage Dragon was hitting every key note on that. But it's a shame because we all know, like, all the stuff that's going on with him and what he's done with the series as it went on. So it's just we don't talk about it,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
because all that stuff just completely just butchers everything about that character.
Well, here's the other thing, dude.
All right, forewarning to my next guest, we are totally in nerdcom mode right now. But
Yeah.
sorry, continue.
So,
oh, what's up, sir?
He Travico brings up a great point, which some people hate this debate point, but fucking, listen. You can't criticize someone's anatomy to shit, because me personally, I don't really give a shit, honestly. Unless your anatomy is like so fucking bad that it's like seriously distracting, I don't really care. And Jack Kirby, definitely, I love the guy, probably the most influential comic artist ever. His anatomy is probably like, it's not very accurate. I mean, we're looking at comic pages. Like, does it take away from it? Absolutely not. But if you want to be like a stickler, he draws legs too long, that kind of shit. Again, I don't care. But if you're gonna make that point, you got to be consistent. Is my point.
I agree. I mean, like, it's crazy because, like, everybody, like, we're all gonna praise like fucking Alex Toth, Wally Wood, Al Williamson, fuck, man, like the list goes on and on. But like what Kirby did with comics really was like unique than everybody. Like it put a stamp at like what comics are, like what it is, what it can be, what it should be, so on and so forth, because he was implementing so many different things, not just in the story, but like in the art style that he was doing, that like it was like its own entity. Like,
well, look, here's part
I
why
think Kirby is like the only individual that can get away with that. I don't think anybody else could ever like get away with it the way that he did.
Juan, are you gonna bring up that shit, because I'm dying
Yeah,
to see this?
yeah. Which panel do you want, or which page?
Just open the fucking book and then just scroll
Okay, because I
down.
was scrolling through. Well, I didn't want to interrupt you, but it's some good stuff here.
I'm telling you,
First
bro.
of all,
like it's really
She-Hulk,
good.
more revealing than normal here.
Listen, I wish I could get along with Rob, but I still love his art. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Vaughn. Yeah.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is,
fuck
look at
yeah.
that. Yeah, absurd. What do you think people would have liked the She-Hulk?
Eh. I get. What is she like flashing Spider-Man? What's she doing?
Keep absurd.
That's a good
Keep
point.
absurd immediately.
I don't know.
Oh, Andy Contreras. He's talking about Captain America.
That's not a cover. That's a very popular misconception. It was actually like a promotional piece that I don't think was even published, actually. I don't know. Nobody has been able to tell me where the fuck that actually came from.
It's a
Alex
splash
said I'd
page.
hit it with in regards
Hell yeah,
to
I'd hit it.
Like, dude, look at that Abomination up close shot. Like, that's
Cool.
like really fucking cool on the next
Stay
page.
on this. Stay on this page for a little bit. Zoom in. Enhance. Enhance.
Like a stripper.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up, absurd.
She does. Look at her.
She does a little bit.
Give me
not gonna lie.
$10, please. I suck your dick. Like, come on.
But anyway, what were we talking about again? Okay.
Kirby panel.
Yeah, Travico's right. It was
Like, look at that Abomination.
Go back to the Abomination.
See what I'm saying? Like, dude, like Liefeld was killing it in this fucking story.
Yeah, it is a good
Like, that's
Abomination.
good. I don't give a Frenchman's fuck what anybody has to say. That's good.
Liefeld draws a great beast. I don't know if you guys have seen it from X-Men. But this is
Yeah,
cool.
I have.
That's cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. And
I'd
I'm a
like to
big
see
fan
this
of-
Abomination at some point because I saw they were trying to do this to the MCU, but they made him like peaceful and shit. From what I saw,
No, dude, the Abomination from the second Hulk movie fucking sucked. It didn't look anything like this. You know, it just looked like shit. It looked like a green skeleton that was like half melted or some shit. It was disgusting.
Are you talking about from the Edward Norton?
Yeah, it didn't look anything like a sea monster or whatever he's supposed to look like.
yeah, I don't know even know. Yeah, it looks almost like a sea
And
monster.
then
I
they
don't know
did
what it
this
is, but I like
fucking.
it.
Then they did this fucking stupid ass Disney family friendly move where he did this fucking. They set up the most metal as fuck ending for a Hulk movie where he's gonna fucking break his neck with a fucking chain, right? And then Betty just said, yeah, Betty's just like no, and then he just like oh okay, or no wait, let's do the Frigno voice. Oh, okay, and then he just jumps off the roof and that's it. It's fucking stupid.
Lou Ferrigno wouldn't hear that.
Yeah, but why even why even set that up if you're not going to go through with it? Like, just don't do it then. To me, it's stupid.
You know, for some reason it's looking weird, but whenever I
Hell
zoom
yeah.
in, it's like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's not a good panel. Oh well, this part of the panel is good. The top.
That what?
That's rough.
They can't all be winners. So when you have that.
Listen. This is what's annoying. As an artist, you could pick apart an entire book. You're gonna find a panel or two, no matter how good you are. You're gonna find a panel or two where something looks fucked. I mean, no matter how good you are.
Especially if you have deadlines to meet.
Oh yeah, McFarlane would talk about how he would find short. McFarlane was like the master of finding shortcuts. That head is giant.
You look at like, for example, like I did the She Cyblade crossover, and that was the first Silvestri comic I had read that wasn't an X-Men issue. And what I love is X-Men art. It's not even close what his better art is. It's the image stuff when he had time.
You know, the thing is, like, when you start going into Lady Death, Vampirella, Deja Thoris, and all these other characters from these companies.
Titties.
The biggest disappointment for me is that I know they're phenomenal characters. I've read some of the stuff that they've done, like some of the stories, but the problem is I can't follow it for shit. I'm a big stickler. Be like, all right, where is the next issue to follow up on this one that I want to read because I want to know how the story's building. I can't fucking do that because I don't know which one is issue 2, which one's issue, like, and so on and so forth, because there's so many fucking countless number ones out there.
Yeah.
There's so many variations of every single issue. It just gets so fucking bad.
Well,
that
there's a She Omnibus out right now.
Well, yeah, the She Omni, like, yeah, there's that, and that's great. But when I where was that when I was like, 15 years old, 16, you know what I'm saying? Like growing up trying to break into that. It's like I'm not knocking I'm not knocking on any of the guys that do it. It's just it's tough to break into that kind of shit when
but Zach,
you can't follow it.
If we're gonna be completely fair, if you're reading for those books, any of those books you listed for any of the reasons you listed, you're not reading it for the right reasons. Like,
she actually has a good story.
I gotta be honest with you. Like Lady Death was pretty fucking dope. Like Lady Death in Purgatory.
That's like a secondary.
And
no, Bobby. I watched the Lady Death movie. The story was actually really good. I mean, her tits are fantastic. Her tits are fantastic, but the story was good, which means that you fully succeeded. If you have because people are like, oh, character have big pants. That's all you care about. Now imagine if you have big boobs and a good story, you won the lottery, baby. You know what I mean?
Actually, what is it? What's his name? Fucking Justin Hunt has a campaign out where it's called Ninja Witch on Kickstarter now, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing the fucking sexy chick, but it's not about like the sexiness of the character. It's about the story. So he's not trying to do that whole like NSFW type shit on a sexy type chick. He's gonna like pull that off by giving it a good story. So people will automatically go back for it, hands down.
Having both is not bad.
I looked up Ninja Hunt, and I found Hunter Ninja Bear, but
it's Ninja Witch.
Ninja Witch. Justin Hunt, Hunt's wife is the one that created it.
Exactly. Trafco's got it right here, man.
What did Trafco say? Boobs are greater than story.
My man, a fellow connoisseur of culture.
But then if you have boobs and a good story,
Oh, Nick Capone. Nick Capone is doing a lot. Good for him.
yeah, he is.
I know that guy.
Yeah, I've heard of that guy. I've heard he might be coming on like
It's
my
it's
channel.
not like he's coloring the void stuff or anything. Like,
Ooh. Wait, CBT? It's so close
Bro,
to CBT. Just like
look
a
at
couple
those
inches
ass.
down.
I'm not even looking at that. Look at those ass cheeks. You made her thick as fuck.
Yeah, she's like extremely revealing in this story. I've never seen She-Hulk with that little clothing.
Really? I feel like I've
Not
seen
for
it
not
once.
an official art that I could think of. Well, actually, that's not true. I've seen her; she's naked in some covers, but like,
Yeah.
What about when Buzz drew her when she's like transforming and her tit just pops out through her shirt?
oh, I haven't seen that. That's funny.
That's a great.
No, actually, that's not
commission.
true. I have seen her with less clothes than this. Actually, she's naked in some covers.
What are you talking about? She jumped rope naked in
Yeah,
the John
no,
Byrne-
that's why I said never mind. That was stupid. Look at this. These are Spider-Man's top 30 villains. How is
Hydro Man.
you gotta zoom in.
Wait a
I
minute.
can't quite see it.
Is this a joke or not?
I'm not reading all this.
It's a joke.
I'm sure it's a joke.
Yeah, but
That's
why
what's
they
his
put
name.
Chameleon next to-
What's his name? Fred Hembeck is the artist of that. He used to work. He worked on Mad Magazine for the longest time.
Chameleon.
Yeah,
is
it
so
is
low
Fred
on the
Hembeck.
list.
There's only
Chameleon's
one dude
awesome.
that does fucking
I love
kneecaps like
Chameleon.
that. Dude, that always pisses me off about his fucking.
What the fuck is this list, dude? Why is Juggernaut and Chameleon on this list of supposedly joke characters?
Well, this is 30. Well, Hammerhead's cool. No, this is like now we're getting in Shockers number 24.
Very underrated villain.
Yeah, very underrated villain.
The Fly, Carrion.
What about the wall? Is the wall on here?
I hope the wall. Number one.
Zach knows, Zach knows all.
Because we haven't gotten to
Zach-
the top 10 yet, Bobby. He'll be there.
Zach knows all about the wall.
Tarantula, Jackal, Rhino.
Tarantula is
Vulture.
another villain that was never in my
He's really
Spider-Man
good.
Ultimate. That's another thing. So I've mentioned that Shocker wasn't in the Ultimate Guide. Neither was Swarm. Neither was Spot. And neither was
What about
Tarantula.
100? Was 100 in there?
No.
Fucking
You know how much it is?
Tarantula is actually a good idea of a character. I really liked his.
Yeah, Tarantula was not
story.
because he was in the 70s, right?
Yeah, he was in the early Amazing Spider-Man run. He actually was the reason he poisoned Spider-Man with his poison dart
Dick.
tip on his feet.
That's dick.
Like there was some like really good fights between Spidey and him.
Yeah, for some reason, I was looking through it. For some reason, he's not in here. He was never in here either. So I didn't know who Tarantula was. I know Swarm is another one people like that I was never.
Zach, do you remember the 100, right?
The 100?
Yeah. It's probably, maybe next to the wall, it's the most stupid fucking Spider-Man villain I could think of.
Did he appear in Marvel Team Up?
No. So what happened was there was this pretty cool book, right? Well, the idea was cool, called Spider-Man's Tangled Web, which is supposed to be like
Oh
Spider-Man,
no!
like
I
weird
know what you're
Spider-Man
talking-
shit.
it's an off series run, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like right, but so the idea was it'd be like unusual shit or whatever. Like it's a pretty cool idea on paper, right? Now the problem was the first villain was this like childhood bully that never gets mentioned ever before, I think, or something like that. And I don't know, some weird shit happens with the radioactive spider, and somehow this guy gets the powers of Peter, but it's all fucked up. So for whatever reason, he ends up becoming made of like 100 spiders.
Yeah,
right?
I
That just
remember.
like sort of.
I
Who is
remember
this?
now. It is fucking stupid. Yeah.
It's called the 100. You should look this up. This is fodder for a short, dude. This is so bad.
The 100. All right. Hold on. Let me look this up. The 100.
And what happens if I'm not mistaken, Zach, if one spider dies, then he's dead forever. If one of those 100 spiders die. But what I say to that, aren't the spiders like fucking? Like, couldn't they reproduce and make more to prevent that from happening? Like, why does it have to be said it? Like, there's a lot of questions I got here.
Wait, it's called The 100?
Yeah, or 100 or something like that, because it's made up of 100 spiders, which is not a lot, mind you. How are you going to like?
Yeah, that's not really that to make up a human body.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Maybe like 10,000, maybe, but like 100.
There is some weird fucking stuff, man.
You can't make a dick out of 100 spiders. I mean,
Dude, I'll tell you right now, Morbius, for Jay Desolate Soul Studios, Morbius, holy fuck, was a good villain when he came on the scene. What a fucking menace, dude. Dude, Vaughn, in Amazing Spider-Man issue 525, this is the part where like it's perceived that he's gonna like Peter's gonna die, like he's gonna get killed by Moreland, and like I and Peter like he like I'm telling you what, this issue is the fight issue, dude, and it's so amazing. Like I think it was like J. Michael Straczynski was drawing it, so like you see this fight go on, so like. Dude, I'm like excited to even like to tell us because it's like insane. I remember reading this shit and I couldn't believe it. It was one of the best fights I've ever seen. So like Spider-Man's fighting like in the beginning, Spider-Man's swinging in the city. He just accepts death at this point. He's like, "Fuck it. If it happens, it happens. I'm ready." Moreland's like, "I'm waiting for you. The time has come." Spider-Man's like, "All right, fuck it. Let's go." They're fighting like in New York, in the streets of New York City. They're just going punch for punch. Spider-Man like just gives him like everything he got, and there's a scene. Moreland's like, "I'll tell your family you did your best," and he like reaches for his eyeball, takes it out of his eye socket, and eats it in front of him.
Ew.
And he's like, tasty, or delicious, and then he fucking like pounds him to the ground, like just beats him to a pulp. I was like, holy shit.
I think he takes his dick out and puts it in the eye socket.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, bro. I've never seen a gnarly fight where like Peter really took a beating like that.
It's
like,
really weird.
Wait, who did that? Who did that?
Moreland. Morbius. No, it wasn't Morbius. It was Moreland.
I thought you were talking about the wall.
No, it's weird. I've read this Spider-Man Ultimate Guide many times, and I don't know why. I just never had an interest just looking at Morbius in the character when I was a kid.
Me and Zach had this shit, Vaughn. This is better than the Ultimate Guide. We had this fucking puzzle book where like Mysterio put Spider-Man in some fucking like what's it called? Like labyrinth or some shit. You have to like solve all these puzzles and shit. So he gets out. There's like a little card where you like use it to like decode the fucking clues and shit. That was good shit. I had that as a kid. I think Zach said at some point he had it. You probably still have it behind him right now.
Hold on, let me grab it.
Let's go. Listen, being a predictable character on a stream is like the best type of character you could be. For this exact reason.
Yeah. Peter hates fighting Morbius. That was a Morbius comes with King
Not Mobius.
Yeah. When did Morbius come out? When did he first appear?
Amazing Spider-Man 100. Zach will know, like in half a second.
Right. Oh, the movie came out. Hold on a second.
So the book is like very old. Like the paper is just like uncolorable, basically.
Wait, this isn't it.
And this is Roy Thomas created Morbius.
This was
101. 101.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, this is done by this coloring book is 2002.
Oh shit! Look at that. Fucking who did the cover?
But like the artwork in it is just funny, bro. Like here's Mysterio.
Wow.
Dude, that was like.
Dude, Vaughn would crush that, honestly.
Dude, this was
I can color that.
Draw Mysterio right now.
This was like top tier, like coloring book shit back in the day.
See, that's not bad. That looks almost Romita-ish a little, with a little more detail. That Mysterio is very rough.
No, it gets funny. Like some of the stuff really does. Like
you think that's bad?
You think that's bad? Look at this Mysterio.
Oh my god. Dude, it looks like the cape has like the perfect tangent. It looks like there's a beam of light shooting up into his asshole. Looks like he's shitting.
Like there was an Electro one, but you like look at the
color.
I mean, it was like me back in the day, so like fuck you.
Yeah, back in the day. It was probably yesterday.
No, here's something. So like, you look at this drawing, right, of Venom, but look in between his arms. Like, where does that art happen? Like, how does that make sense?
Production error if I've seen one.
It definitely.
Dude, look how long JJ Jay's arms are. Like,
Oh yeah, it's broken. That's a perfect
dude. His right arm, it goes down almost to his like waist. His arm, that's not his elbow. What the fuck? He's not.
I mean, dude, this was like top tier shit. Like,
I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah, it's a little off.
That Mark Bagley cover is top tier shit. Not the interior is not as much. You see, even with coloring books, you buy them for the cover art. You see, it's the same.
I mean, not the coloring books they come up with nowadays. Holy shit, man! Where was that when we were
Fuck, there's
young?
a truck in the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Bobby, it's Bobby's.
Don't worry about me. It's a fucking bomb about to go off.
Roy Thomas, bro. So Roy Thomas Cylinder. I've actually never read any of his stuff, but I have met him. And I got some stuff signed by him because he co-created a lot of characters, like not just Wolverine, but even like Banshee, Morbius, Banshee, Havoc, even like Giant Size X-Men number. I think he was an editor on Giant Size X-Men #1.
Who did the fucking the really edgy first Morbius miniseries from the 90s? Because I kind of remember something about that.
Didn't what's his face, our instructor, work on that as an anchor at one point?
Who, Kim?
No, what's his name? The Mike something.
Mike Sellers?
Mike Sellers, yeah. Didn't he ink some of that?
Oh shit, I don't know. Dude, that's like 90s extreme that's finest right there.
Yeah, right.
I would like to see that. You know, if only we had a host that could pull it up. But
what do you want to look at, bitch?
Okay, listen, pussy. I need you to look up what the fuck are you talking about? Look up the Morbius first miniseries. It's like apparently the most edgiest edge 90s shit.
Like in a good way or in a bad way?
Like in a bad way.
Okay.
Like there's great most of the 90s shit I love, but then you get like fucking that Daredevil costume where it's like it looks like I don't know. It looks like he's a hang glider or whatever. He's like covered in metal. Like that shit sucks. Thor's 90s costume. Like there's shit for the 90s that absolutely is indefensible, but most of it I still love. And then if
all right,
some
I think I
fuckers...
found it.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Oh, let me know if this is it.
What's the deal with ass? Oh yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah, that shit was really edgy.
I think I remember, like, oh yeah. Look, that one that's right there in the related images, the first one related. I remember this comes up frequently in worst comic book covers discussions. Very frequently.
Oh, that's kind of.
I mean, it's not the worst. It's just a headshot.
But it's like an extremely bad headshot. Like that, dude. That's like that eyeball is like fucking 6 inches long.
Couldn't you chalk that up as stylization though? At that point, is it? I mean, is it that big?
It's a
big.
Michael Morbius.
It's Morbid time.
It's Morbid time. Wait, he can look like that too, Morbius?
No, we don't talk. No.
Travko, are you gonna throw them out? Like throw them out for real? If so, I mean, you know, I'll take them.
Speaking of 90s, I'm leading through some old wizards before I toss them out. And
oh, dude, I'll take some of those. What the fuck?
I asked first.
All right, well, there's one I'm definitely want. It's an Alex Ross cover of like a bunch of like Marvel villains.
You can have that. Fuck it. You can have that one.
See, hang on. You think Travko knew he was like he knew we'd say wait, please we want them. He knew we'd say that.
This was the 90s. If you had a pencil, go. Low key, kind of true. Low key, kind of true. I remember at the school.
But let's not forget, like every artist in the 90s was fucking superstars.
That's true too.
They were like top dog celebrities before social media. Like,
I mean, honestly, Travko's statement is still true to this day, just with a little bit of a catch. Like, you know, if you know the right people, and you know, yeah, but
kiss enough ass.
I mean, dude, like hearing
Very
stories
important.
from fucking Billy Tucci, watching the documentary of Image, like listening in on the big time artists at Marvel and DC. They were like, they would just walk down the street and then people would be like, know exactly who the fuck they were.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, right. Like,
Billy's got some crazy stories. I wish I could have asked him more about the time he threw. I asked him on Vaughn Coleman Presents, actually.
Vaughn Coleman Presents.
Right, that shit. The marquee shit.
The show you're going to be on, Zach. I hope you only have good things to say.
Yeah, don't talk shit about the show before you're on it, Zach.
Oh yeah.
but
After it's like, yeah, fuck this guy.
he's
So
a
the kid,
professional.
the kid
He showed
ends and he's like, yeah, Vaughn sucks. Shit editor.
he wasn't wearing pants during the stream. You know,
He'd be
all
like,
that.
he'd be like,
Hey
Zach.
man, what I do
Zach,
down here is none of your
he'd be
business.
like, at some point in the interview, you'd be like, Zach, I'm Vaughn. Oh!
So, wait, what were we talking about? Before this
Penises?
all?
I think we're talking about peni.
We're talking about bitches. What'd you say?
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and dicks.
I don't
Y'all
remember
ever
what
watch?
we're
Y'all ever watch Gone with the Wind?
I haven't
No.
seen it yet. I
Why?
need to.
I watched it.
How
Oh,
was
you
it?
poor
I
bastard.
don't give a damn about that movie. How's that?
God damn it.
No, I
Friendly,
hear
my
it's
dear.
great. I hear it's great. It's one of those. I know it's like 4 hours long, right? Isn't it?
Are you gonna do that in your show, Absurd? You gonna watch Count the Wind?
You know what's
I
movie,
wish.
You know what's movie worth watching that's 4 hours long?
What?
Cleopatra.
Rose Red.
Never heard of it.
I
Rose
thought you were
Red?
gonna say that video of David Hasselhoff drunkenly eating a hamburger.
No,
off the floor.
Rose Red was a Stephen King story.
Oh, it's
Where
a
it's basically
TV miniseries.
yeah, it's basically they rolled it into like if you buy it on DVD, it's got it all there.
Yeah.
But like it's basically based on like loosely based on a true story, with like Stephen King's like twist on it. Where like there's actually a mansion that has like hundreds of fucking rooms, and half of them lead to nowhere. Like
Never
I'm
heard
talking-
of this. We're gonna.
Dude, it's insane. Like this place is so fucking unreal. But like the guy who created like the marksman rifle, that could shoot off more than one bullet. His wife, him and his wife were the guys who had the place built. Yeah, and apparently it's so haunted that like the wife kept building more and more rooms to ward off to get so that way the spirits would get lost and whatnot. So like Rose Red is based loosely on that concept, and it's fucking amazing, dude. Like what they do with it in the movie.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I have been slacking in the movie department lately. But
it's true.
There's one
You have
there's one movie, and I can never. It's like it's not a famous movie. It's like one of those movies where if you stayed up late at night, like
Are there tits in it? Answer the boring questions. Are there tits in it?
Probably, I'm not quite sure, but it's basically so. Like, dude, the first couple minutes was badass. Like, it's like a bunch of like massive insects that kill in the subway. Like, that like in the underground, like they just like start murdering everybody in the subway system. So like the first 2 minutes is like this fucking like sea train going through, and next thing you know, like everybody's like fine. And then like these bugs, like these fucking like human-sized bugs, just start fucking invading the train and just slaughtering everyone on the train. And that was like the opening sequence. I thought.
When did this come out? Because this is like an almost direct rip-off.
No, it's old. It's old.
All right. Well, then that means that Pit number 0 fucking ripped this off.
Wait, what is this?
I don't know what the name of it.
Citizen Kane.
Where he ripped the demons? No, shut the fuck up. That's not Citizen
Wait,
Kane.
no shit. Hold on. But no, there's an issue of Pitt where like these people are fucking with Timmy, and then Pitt shows up and he like appears in the train car and he just literally just kills everyone, all these like thugs in the train car, like these biker thugs. He just goes through like all of them. There's like 30 of them. It reminded me exactly of what fucking Zach was talking about.
Oh, Zach, by the way, they're making the Pit Omnibus is coming out soon.
I saw that.
Got rock hard when I saw that shit.
I saw it. I thought that was like really cool. I would I would like to see a fucking Zen Intergalactic Ninja Omnibus, but I doubt that the creators are gonna put one together.
Zen Intergalactic Ninja.
If they did a profit plat omnibus, bro,
Zen,
it's never gonna happen. But still.
Oh yeah, like
Forget
Zen
it.
Intergalactic Ninja, arguably is probably the first successful indie alien character. Like, dude, it was so popular that it got its own fucking video game.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. That's shocking.
I know. A guy
Oh, so is that an
actually
influence for you, Zach?
I grew up with Zen. Yeah, I mean, it
All right,
wasn't
so
it wasn't
about
an
that on
influence
Bone
in making Voyage, but it was an influence like as like through the Cooper schools, like just picking up things to learn and understand. I look back at Zen, I was like, I see. These guys noticed something that wasn't there in the market at the time. Like, dude, like let's be real, like character like Zen Intergalactic Ninja by Dan Cody, Steve Stern stood out big time at that time frame. Cyber Frog stood out in the 90s big time. Was very different than what the norm superhero genre was. What else? Fucking Bone. Bone by Jeff
I could
Smith.
never get into Bone. It was just too fucking cartoony for me.
Dude,
that was one of those few comics that I
read
remember people on the bus at school would read it. Like it was one of those few that like people actually read.
You gotta
You know,
read it,
growing up?
dude. Like I guarantee, if you read the first couple issues, you're not gonna want to put it down. Dude.
It's just I have a personal taste thing where if something looks way too cartoony, I just have trouble being interested. I don't know.
Dude, Jeff Smith's like Bone is like, it's definitely a series that is going to be talked about like and studied for a long time because the storytelling is like it's a mastered series.
Like I remember people would read it on the bus to school. Bone.
And what they do with it after?
I don't fucking know.
Exchange it for like sexual favors.
They would return it in the library. I know. I mean, like I think another reason why Bone was so fucking huge too, because it was one of the very first, if not the first, fucking comic book to be put into libraries.
That's probably why. Then that's probably why kids were Is
that really a big deal though? I mean, who gives a shit about libraries?
Bone was 90s.
I mean,
I didn't know that either. I always thought it was 2000s because.
I mean, like, cause like, let's be real here. Like, people like us, we broke into comics, but think of how many people broke into comics by being introduced to subjects like Bone in the library at your local school.
Just Miss Bone.
That laugh.
Clipped as fuck.
Yeah, I gotta. All right, Bone is one I'm gonna have to check out at some point. One of the greatest adventure stories ever. Oh, by the way, Dravko also said, as an artist, I'd recommend watching Gone with the Wind. Has some great shots to study and apply to art.
Steranko says that a lot.
Same as Citizen Kane. Low-key, kind of boring movies, but the cinematography is gold to study.
I mean, if you really want to study, like, really good shot, like, dude, some of the classic, like, Hollywood monster movies from the 50s were fucking brilliant. Like, the shot for shot, like, dude.
It's up my alley.
Like, I really love, like, Creature from the Black Lagoon because it really, like, it just took something so boring for, like, you know, they're like, no, I love Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the camera shots and, like, at the technology that they had at the time, they geniusly found a way to make the underwater shots fucking interesting and build up the suspense. It's just
Zach,
like, damn.
A fucking giant sea monster that's anthropomorphic living under under the sea is boring you? That's a boring idea.
No, it's like what it could have been with the shots, with the technology that they had at the time. Like cameras underwater, like how would you know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck did they I didn't watch anything behind the scenes of how it was made. So just thinking about like how they were able to pull that off, you know, it could have been boring, you know.
Yeah. I haven't seen Creature since I was in preschool.
Frankenstein's
I should watch the. Sorry.
Yeah, I need to read Bone. Let me add that to my things to read list.
I should watch the 4K of Jaws specifically.
What is it? Young Frankenstein. Was
only the 4K.
Frankenstein.
Did I tell you I went to Gene Wilder's house when I was little?
What?
Were you touched?
What?
I went to Gene Wilder's house. And then
fuck you,
my
Zach.
innocence never came back from Gene Wilder's house.
No, Gene Wilder was. The thing is, I wish I remembered him, but my grandparents are friends with him. But my mom remembered him, thought he was like a super sweet guy. Because one of my dad's favorite movies growing up was Blazing Saddles, and not just growing up as an adult, right?
Do people in the chat know about the 4K of?
So I know you've told me many times that it's
greatest things ever. Like whoever thought of this is a fucking genius.
You know, there is a current show that should be studied, like us watching it just to study it because it's fucking great on its storytelling. Is Black Mass?
Is that anime?
No, it's a fucking Dude, how do you describe it? It's an anthology TV series on Netflix where every episode is very
Are you
different.
talking about Black Mirror?
Or Black Mirror, my
Yeah,
bad.
Black Mass is
My bad. Like, Black Mirror is fucking genius. That show is genius.
I've seen
Oh,
only
the pig fucking that was what, because you know what's fucked is that this is exactly how it would go down if what happened in real life. Like if people like there's somebody being held hostage, all right, our prime minister has to fuck a pig on live TV. You know that would get like 3-4 million people watching instead of people being like shocked and horrified and maybe even say, hey, maybe we should all like not.
I haven't seen that episode.
It's literally the first one.
Yeah, I know. People told me to not watch the first. I'm gonna watch it at some point anyway.
It's the first one because
wait,
it's sort of
I'm
like
so confused. Mirror color FFS, like Zach Ray. I'm so confused.
Mirror of color instead of Black Mirror. He's saying Mirror of color. It's like
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
What's up, bitch?
Hey, what's cracking? Hey, what did? Excuse me?
I thought you were in the
Papa?
room that I sent the link to.
Is it Papa?
No, I guess not. All right, I'll make sure you're in the.
Yeah, no, but yeah, and I got my hand cam set up. So
He's got his.
He's got some good shit open in the tabs. I see. Let's see.
He's got. Are you on Omegle, sir?
Huh? Oh no, no! This is. I mean, this is first of all, that I'm holding is my drawing tablet. I use it as a second monitor sometimes, but no, this is the stream that I have up on the tablet.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about that. Open your bookmarks tab. I want to see what you're in though.
Oh, okay. What I got?
Yeah.
He's definitely into the Mass Effect porn.
the Overwatch SFM.
Yeah, wasn't that the thing that like when Overwatch came out, it was like Overwatch porn was like the #1 thing trending or something?
Are you
what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, it was.
Overwatch is a video game. I haven't played Overwatch 2 yet. Absurd. We still have to play.
I remember when they invented this thing like the zero gravity chamber. So it's like on Earth you have no gravity, and immediately the first one was like, let's put Kate Upton in there. Very smart decision in hindsight.
You know what's crazy is that like I love Apex Legends. I love that game to death. And like because I'm a convenient watcher of porn, I was just like upset to some extent that like in the ad that says this game will make you come in 5 minutes or 5 seconds, and you see Loba, one of the characters from the game, getting.
Oh, I thought you said Lobo. I'm like,
no, Loba. She's getting fucked in the ass. I'm just like, oh, come on.
That's what upsets you. You get upset by stupid shit, Zach. I mean,
like,
this is
like,
what upsets you.
Wait, have you guys seen the ones where it's like banned African voodoo ritual will make you like that? Oh god, I don't know who came up with that, but I laugh at that every time I see it.
What was this?
Like it's like banned African voodoo ritual makes your penis enormous or something like that.
I'm gonna look into that, but real quick, just because he's saying this, gotta go, guys. But everyone, take care and watch DSS this week. We have Phil Diaz, Kelsey Shannon, and Philip Tan on this week. Ooh,
Phil Tan?
Philip Tan.
Dude.
The first two guys I know, but Phil Tan.
The Filipino Tan, Tannerino Phil. Philip Tan?
Oh my fucking god, Zach. Just go.
Philip Screwdriver Tan?
Wait, hang on. Yeah, I can't. I just
Philip
clicked on your
Tan?
thing, Jay. It's not let me look at Jay Desolate Soul Studios.
Filthy Phil Tan? However more Philip puns can we make? Doll Phil Tan?
Bro, what about that other
I thought he was subscribed to Desolate Souls for some reason.
Bro, there was this ad on porn that would like irritate me because it just came out of nowhere. It would say like right before the video would play, it would say, "Hey, how you doing? Are you sitting watching porn all by yourself?" I'm like,
don't judge my life choices,
like,
asshole.
What
You know which ones I hate the most? You know,
Like, what? You want me to bring my best friend right next to me? Like, what the fuck, dude?
The ones
Like,
I hate the most are like this fast forward scene. Like they'll do a scene fast forward where it's like some like babysitter's home alone. And you see the dad come in and like he's like jerking off to her in the background, and then she catches him and she's like, "Oh my god!" But then before you know it, they're like banging.
Or yeah, someone mentioned, and then it's so weird. Someone mentioned that I should watch From, which I've never heard of, and then Kayla just tweeted about it. But From is, I guess, I've never heard of it. I gotta now look it up.
Bitch, I'm living my best life. Yo, that's fucking awesome.
Zach, have you seen the memes where it's like where it has those ads where it's like, "Are you watching porn by yourself?"
Yeah, we were just talking
Yeah,
about
that's what I'm saying.
Like, nah, I'm with my boy.
Oh yeah, I see that video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, what he's talking about is like some guy. He must have been in a college frat house or something like that because there was like 20, 30 guys behind him. So when that ad was playing, he's like, "Nah, I'm with the boys," and everybody's like, "Yeah."
Wait, hold on, I got it. All right, I'm pulling up the video right here. 1 second. Here it is. Wait.
Watching porn up. Are you seriously watching porn?
I'm with my.
Oh, what did I didn't mean to do that? Yeah.
Fucking legendary.
Dude, that's so good.
There's like a Project Melody version too, where Project Melody is the one saying, "Are you watching porn by yourself?" And then it switches to like a bunch of guys in like VR chat wearing like Gmod skins, and they're like, "No, I'm with the science team."
No, that's not it. Oh no, I'm with the science team. No, I'm with the science team.
No, you ever see the high school talent show? The kids on
Dude,
drums.
yeah.
He just does the porn of. And
Oh, yeah, the
everyone's just
drums.
Is this it?
Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?
No, I'm with the science team.
All right, but
Dude,
no,
the
it's this
drummer
one, right?
Right
That's the one I saw.
Imagine being a cam girl and this is beating you. Like that's gotta be the worst feeling ever.
No, she's actually pretty funny.
6
I watch
fucking
her on
million
Twitch.
views. This bullshit.
Seriously watching porn by yourself? No, I'm with the science team.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, Dexter starts headbanging.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, Dexter's Lab, dude.
I like the show Dexter.
Dexter is a laboratory.
I never really watched
Dexter
it.
was great.
It's a good show. I think you'd like it actually, Vaughn. It's a good show.
Freaking awesome.
You've
Oh,
never
yeah.
seen it? Oh, I keep forgetting you're young. Fuck.
He's like 4 years younger than us, bro.
I know. So, like,
He's only a year
Chat,
younger than me.
Just came back and y'all are still being degenerates. You know what you signed on for when you
you know what's fucking crazy is that like
Zach, you look
apparently-
naked right now. By the way, yeah, look at where your name is placed. Anyway,
so
continue.
apparently totally.
Actually, we
Scott-
got someone joining. You're gonna have to get interrupted again.
Oh!
By the way, they joined before. I just wanted to do that too.
Bang until the midnight.
What
How you doing?
How you doing?
Let's go. So like,
that's quite the intro.
so fucking.
Well, I figured it was thematically appropriate with Zach's posture right now.
Fuck you. So, like, what do you call it? So apparently, Totally Spies is coming back. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck
And-
yeah.
Totally Spies is fucking amazing. So like, but there was this guy. He was like on Facebook. He was saying some shit, and I was like, well, dude, not gonna lie, this show was fucking cool to me growing up. Like, you know, because he was talking about like, you know, oh, I can't wait for them to implement like the, you know, the wokeness or some shit in the cartoon. I'm like, what? Like because they're all women and shit. So I was like, I
And that's
told
the
him, I
best
was like,
part.
so I was telling him, it's like, not gonna lie, this show was fucking cool to me growing up. What gets me worried are they gonna add, is that they're gonna add the political bullshit, social wokeness, or whatever into this show, killing the glow it has had. Really hope this cartoon stays true. Then the guy's like, social wokeness. Do you mean making it more up to date cartoon that
Oh,
doesn't
no.
sound dated in the early
All right.
2000s where
Well,
nobody talked
alright,
about their
Steph.
sexuality because they were afraid to? And
I'm not watching it officially.
And
who said that? Wait, who said that? One of the creators of the show?
No. This was like somebody I was talking to on Facebook. So he was like, he's making a more up to date cartoon that doesn't sound dated.
More
in
up
the
to
early
date. What does that
2000s
mean,
where
though?
nobody talked about their sexuality because they were afraid to. It can easily stay true to the heart and themes of the show and still be up to date in 2023, exploring issues that happen every. So I just basically like
Who is this fucking nerd?
Yeah,
What's
I don't.
this?
I mean, Zach, don't even reply to that response. Like,
dude,
what
I
do you even
stopped it
say
real
to
shit.
someone?
It was like real short and simple. I was like, they're obviously going to make it up to date and for sure apply the everyday life issues that we endure. There definitely were characters that had those themes in the 2000s, like Gargoyles, Batman, and Superman animated series, and so on. They weren't afraid to talk about them. It just wasn't necessary to apply that topic on the open for everyone to know because the audience was kids. To force an agenda in a cartoon takes away the beauty of storytelling away. Look at that horrid show, Velma, for example. We don't need that at all in Totally Spies.
What?
And
You
boom.
just proved your point. He literally just proved your point. That show's dog shit.
No, that's what I wrote.
Oh, all right. I agree with that.
That's what I wrote in response.
Yeah, no, Bobby was confused. He's like, I shouldn't be agreeing with this guy.
Yeah, that's what I was like, dude. I'm like, Velma, like, is a perfect example of like why the fuck that does not work.
The whole
And that
point
show
Totally
should be
Spies-
studied for the educational purpose of why you should not do those kind of things.
Right. The whole point of Totally Spies was like, you know, what's it called? Charlie's Angels for younger people basically. It was
Dude,
like
that show is so fucking cool. Bro, I like man, even as a kid, I wasn't even like I think that was for me, that was like the American version of Sailor Moon kind of thing. Because Sailor Moon and Totally Spies were going out like at the same time on Cartoon Network or whatever the fuck. And I wasn't into Sailor Moon. And I was like, and then Totally Spies came around. I was like, this is fucking cool. I like this.
Dude, you know what's like disturbing sight? You ever see like there's like the men in who dress in like Sailor Moon outfits, like the big weeaboos?
I didn't know that was a thing, but
It's weeaboos, dude. They're like the weirdest people.
Oh,
on the planet.
weeboos? Ah, dude.
this
you
motherfucker's trying to get me into
Yeah.
anime, and he's telling me shit like this.
No,
right?
Zach, Bobby, you've been to comic conventions. You've seen men in like.
I've never
you
seen
know,
a guy dressed like Sailor Moon. That
Yeah,
was
but you've
kick-out.
seen stuff adjacent to that, I'm sure.
Not like that, dude.
You've
That's
never
like-
seen
I've
any
seen fat guys
shenanigans?
dressed up in Wonder Woman outfits.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's just like ew, because you're gonna smell on the hot summer day. I'm gonna be smelling everything
summer
about
day?
you.
my Alex in the chat. Whoa, not all weebs.
True. Bro, the best person, I think the one person that destroyed Weeaboos was Filthy Frank. That
No,
man,
Filthy Frank just exposed the problem that was there.
I mean, like, when he exposed it, though, he destroyed them in that video. Like, it was
Yeah.
fucking
I think he
amazing.
discouraged people from like, oh, maybe I could say I like anime. It's like, actually, you know what? I'll keep it
Like-
for a bit.
Just to be fair, not all anime fans actually like weeaboos. Just saying.
Oh, dude, yeah. No doubt.
What's wrong with us?
I love it when Filthy Frank's like, just to be fair, when you go to Japan, not everyone's
you
gonna
watch
sound like,
them?
yeah.
Dude, that video is so good. It's so good.
Oh, the
So-
Filthy Frank video?
Okay, so yeah, this is ridiculous. That's it. Wait, what was I miss escapist entertainment. I don't need real world relevancy. Real world is shit. No, but it's what it could be. We need to comment on the world, but not to comment on it in a nuanced way. Commenting on it from
Yeah, ham-fisted always.
I don't see why you
fucking
fuck,
beat
like,
the shit. That's what I love. I love buying a comic book, and then hey, you know this character you've known your whole life. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. We're gonna have to fucking change them fundamentally. Oh, you can make it more like me. Isn't that fun, guys?
You know what's funny? The narcissism of them being like, well, down deep, really, I am a superhero if you think about it. I'm just like these people, really.
Dude, that is so true.
I'm just like Superman in a way.
it's
Like
true.
I really, I've been thinking about it. Hosting Zach on stream, same as holding up a building. I'm really.
Well, that's why they
promoting
want.
campaigns.
That's why they want issues of like Batgirl, like taking selfies and like fucking going to CVS and shit. Because it's like You know, basically, I'm
Yeah.
Batman. You know, it's like
Anyone could be a superhero.
It's so crazy because cartoons in the 90s and early 2000s just like really touch base on topics like real life topics just in the most perfect way.
Arthur. Hey,
And,
Arnold.
Yeah,
Every
like they
day
didn't have
we
to like
walking
fucking
down-
throw everything out there. Like, 'cause-
I don't know. We must have watched different cartoons. I just fucking remember SWAT Cats really well. I remember that shit.
Squad Cats? I
What?
don't know that one.
SWAT Cats.
SWAT?
Yeah, SWAT. Like SWAT team. There's these two fucking giant ass cats that could talk, but one was like
Yeah, I
yoked.
remember that.
Yeah, and Ted
What?
Turner.
I've never heard of that.
You gotta see this
Ted
shit.
Turner.
Ted
I
Turner
didn't
was
realize
like,
Ted Turner was married until recently to
I gotta see this.
look
what the
SWAT.
fuck
Look
her
up
name?
SWAT Cats. Cats with a K. It's
Jane
so
Fonda.
I
fucking
thought you were
funny.
talking about like I thought you were talking about cat scratch fever or some shit like that.
No.
Cat
Look it up.
scratch.
This one?
Yeah, this was the shit, dude.
Yeah, I remember this one. This
Oh
was,
shit!
It's Bobby as a furry.
Thanks for reading it for me now.
Bobby and Vaughn.
Right.
This was the early. This was with Barry Gordon. This was like the early '90s. This had this. Mark Hamill was in this too. I remember
What?
this one.
I have
Yeah.
never, ever, ever
Yeah, I've
seen
never heard of this, ever.
So awesome.
Dude,
It's like
Jay,
a
do you know
giant
this
and a
one?
small one.
You can't
Squad
sleep on the
Cats?
fucking you
Squad
can't
Cats?
sleep on the Animaniacs.
Yeah, Mark Hamill played. Oh, who did he play in that one? It's been a minute, man.
Wacko.
I've never seen this in my life.
Yeah, neither.
Well, it only lasted
never-
like
I've-
a year. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it
that
lists
long.
like 20 episodes because he's like fucking.
Yeah, like 20 episodes.
Yeah,
One-
'cause
I'm
they
gonna
were
look it
like-
up now, though.
They thought it was too violent. What was the other one I used to like as a kid?
I was too violent.
You know what I liked as a kid? Buzz
Yeah.
Lightyear Star Command. I don't give a shit. I love
That was a good
Oh,
one.
that was good.
That was a blast. Yeah.
They
Oh
thought
my
that was
gosh.
violent, but yet they had Ren and Stimpy. Like, come on.
Well, that was on
That's Nickelodeon.
TVMA, anyways.
Oh,
wasn't
there
it?
it is.
That was
my
MTV.
favorite.
Yeah, MTV.
Oh,
it's
Buzz
just-
Lightyear? Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that
man.
was short-lived.
I know it was.
Bro, best cartoon though, like also too, Duck Dodgers in the 24th and 1/2 century, because fucking Tom Jones did such a solid introduction for that cartoon.
It's so funny with Patrick Warburton as Buzz Lightyear, though.
Wait, who's? Wait, why does he sound familiar? Wait, what did he do? Patrick.
Joe
Warburton?
from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
Goose.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
infinity and beyond, Peter. Alan. Actually,
University's here from yesterday, Bob.
Oh,
What's up,
fucking-
Dan? How you
Gino
doing? He was
Viz,
with
see?
the Billy Tucci and I.
Bro,
Billy Tucci,
dude,
Bobby, and I, and
you know
JC
what's,
Vaughn,
you know
Keith
what intro-
Williams.
You know what intro you should
Mascara.
play? Freakazoid had such a funny ass intro.
Oh, dude, freak
Oh,
Like
you
the
can't
wild
block copyright, though.
underwear,
That was the shit.
Freakazoid, chimpanzee, dun 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 dun.
be careful, it goes to copyright.
Our Freakazoid theme song. Let's see this, Zach. I've seen this guy before. I've never watched the show, but I know what it is. The kind of.
Angry Beavers was another solid.
I loved
one.
it.
Someone mentioned that. Wait, you, Jules,
yeah.
you mentioned that, right? Who mentioned
What?
that?
No, it was the other like one of two females we have on the show.
Oh
What's
yeah,
her
it was
face?
Bits, right? She mentioned.
Yeah,
Angry
She
Beavers,
mentioned it.
and I had
He-
never heard of it. Yeah, Jules, you would have liked
What
the
the
girl I just put out,
fuck?
actually.
Like,
Literally,
what?
that's so weird. I've never heard of the show in my life.
Oh my
And
god!
then
man.
two different girls today mentioned what is it, Crazy Beavers? Never heard of the show in my life before today. And
That
it's two
sounds
separate
familiar.
people.
You're missing
No comment.
out.
Wait, hang on.
Beavers.
Wait, I thought you were the one that mentioned Crazy Beavers, Jules. No.
No, it was
No.
Vince.
Oh.
No, I didn't like that.
But
All
neither
of them
one of
look
you
the
saw
same.
Ren and
I'm
Stimpy.
looking at it now.
What's up,
I
Dad?
didn't like that shit.
Why does it look like?
No.
Oh, I like this guy already. Oh, like me.
Honestly, it's pretty astute.
I would love to voice that Freakazoid. I could nail
Oh,
that.
Oh,
dude,
dude,
this show is so fucking cool, dude.
That would actually.
You were
fit
tailor
pretty
made
well.
to be like the live action Freakazoid.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. Like Math Blaster. They didn't make him
Steven
like
Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
hmm You must hear the Creeper from the Arkham series. You remember?
Yeah,
Creeper?
that's what I was thinking of too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Batman.
Creep.
Yeah, that was in that one. He was in an episode of the animated series too.
Yeah, animated series. Yep. You're my favorite character.
So let's get back to this Liefeld thing there, Bobby.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
yeah.
shit! Oh shit!
Oh
We're
boy.
changing. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
What Liefeld thing?
Yeah.
What makes you think that
Liefeld
he's
thing?
one of the most dynamic? I like that. I just intrigues me.
I just look at a lot of his pages and keep in mind I don't like him at all as a person, but just art wise, you just look at his stuff. I mean, it just really comes at you. I mean, I look at some of the shit with I'm trying to remember what issue it was. Was it New Mutants 97 or something like that? Where it's just, I remember being like, wow, like the poses, like even though the anatomy obviously is off. Whoa! Wow! Whoa! Cool! Whoa!
Wow!
What? That's
how
Bobby's
he
Rob
talks.
Liefeld first. He's like, wow, whoa.
Wow! Wee! Golly gee willikers!
Yeah, I don't know. What makes something dynamic? Just
Well, like just compared to like the artists at that time, I wouldn't even have him ranked the top 5. Like at that time.
so.
Just
Who's more
like-
dynamic, in your opinion?
Well, Art Adams at that
Oh,
time.
Art Adams is.
Oh, dude, can't.
He's
Yep,
great.
yep. Shooby
Jim
Doo
Lee.
Bop, Skibbity Boo Bop. Yep.
Silvestri.
I'm not saying
you
any
had-
of these guys aren't dynamic. I just
No. I'm saying comparing. Like I know, like looking at that time. If you're going to look at just, I'm not talking down Liefeld. I'm just saying at that time because I like Liefeld, but like compared to other artists at that time, again, there was so much more that were, I think, better in my opinion. Everyone just fell in love with Liefeld because he had this rough, gritty look to his art.
I don't know if it was the
Jimmy
rough
is not
grittiness.
dynamic at all. Cap. Look at the X-Men #1. from
Oh wow!
1991.
Like how do you like, dude?
Dude, Jim Lee's covers. Like, if you think his stuff isn't as dynamic now, fine. But
I loved his stuff in Grifter. That run was like really fucking cool to me. It's a
How
like
can
it's
you
just
look at
such a
this?
shame because Grifter just kind of drifts. Like now he doesn't really have like
yeah,
a
he doesn't do anything right.
yeah. He's just like a DC character that DC just pisses all over.
Yeah, hold on. Where is it? Right here. X-Men
Awkward.
#1. How the fuck
But wait,
can you say
that
this
is a
not
hot
dynamic?
take.
How can
That
you say
is-
this is not dynamic? Are you fucking out of your mind?
All right,
Yeah.
fine. All
I
right,
got
fine.
that on a
If-
t-shirt.
Get
but if
Trafco
you're,
on.
if you're not on,
Trafco.
Vaughn,
Get in here.
This is a hot topic, so I mean, like it's
it is a hot take, but like if you don't want to use that image, you could also point in Justice League New 52 #1. There's a double page spread where fucking Batman's leaping over the rooftops, before Green Lantern catches him, and it
Oh,
was like
this is the one we're talking about. Yeah, I know exactly.
I
what
was
you're
like,
talking
damn, like that was like really cool.
about. Dude, look at Batman Hush. Like some of the even if he's just doing something, casual,
Yep.
it's fucking unreal. This you're telling me this isn't Oh wait, which issue is that?
well, even Larson
Oh,
was,
no.
I think, better dynamically. McFarlane was better dynamically. Like you're talking dynamically, like you use the word dynamic. So like I think there was just a group of artists that were better than him at that time when it came to
Oh,
dynamics.
that's fucking gorgeous, dude.
Well,
Like,
how are we
that-
gonna how are
Poses
we,
left to right. What's coming at me? Okay, Trav. All right.
what are we going to
I'll die on
define
this hill.
dynamic as? Because you need a set
Nothing
of,
coming at you. Well, that double page spread.
Well,
just
what do you-
foreshortening. I mean,
well, you made the statement, so I just want you to know answer the question because what is dynamic to you?
exciting.
Okay.
Grabs your attention. I'm looking at a Liefeld book right now, X-Force 9. That one, I would say there's some good examples of his dynamicism.
dynamic.
Whatever the
There you
fuck the
go.
word I'm looking for.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying compared to like because you said he was the best at that time, or you said he was one of the best at that. Like at
Yeah, I still stand by that.
Well, and that's fair. Like everyone has their own taste, and I was just like,
trying to find it.
kind of jumped in and said, well, I just feel like there were so many others that were kind of just above him at that time. He blew up because he was a young kid. He was getting all the press from like Marvel. Stan Lee loved him. He was a young
Wasn't he
kid.
like 19
This
years
one.
old when he got in?
Travco.
Like-
Travco.
Oh, dude,
How can you
that's
tell me this is what you're talking about, right? How
Dude,
can
I
you
got
tell
a-
me
I got a
dynamic?
hard
Are
on
you
looking at
fucking
that.
kidding me? It's coming
gotta
at you. What is
Dude,
it?
look at that cape that he's gripping. Like, bro, I legitimately got a hard on from this image. Fucking great. Right,
That's a couple
dude.
times tonight you're getting hard-ons. I don't know if you guys are fired. But like, I mean,
I mean, like, dude, the perspective is great. I always like it's not often like that I see artists when they have Batman fly into the city, like where he's just riding whatever, that he cups his fist into his cape, like
Here we
in
go,
a direction.
Travco. That cape looks like ass. You artists are so fucking
You're-
brutal to each other. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can I just say something as like a non-comic book fan?
Yeah.
No. It's cool, but like the anatomy and the posing is like really strange to me.
In this
Okay,
one?
you know
Yeah,
what?
his
You know
legs
what?
are kind of all over the place.
His legs are like flopping in the wind.
All right.
He looks like a
we
new
got
Spider-Man.
Okay, now that
No
I'm
comment.
at-
No
You
comment.
know what? We got Jules' based ass opinion.
Sorry to shit on your.
No, like no, because I'm a manga fan too. So like I'm a huge manga fan. So
Manga.
Do you think that the anime eyes are anatomically accurate?
Oh no. go back.
See when I compare artists, I compare them to like Inoue, like Vagabond. That's the kind of manga I read.
Wait, Vagabond.
Like with
Hang on, have
actual
we
good
looked at
art.
This one. Which one is this? This one?
Just do manga right below it.
Bingo, bango, bongo. I don't want to be in the
Ooh.
jungle. No.
See, this is
is
good, dude.
probably my favorite.
I know Lone Wolf and
manga
Cub
artist.
is one I plan on reading because that's
Yeah,
like,
yep.
and
See,
that was
this
Frank
is-
Miller's biggest influence. Lone
see,
Wolf
this
and
is
Cub, or one of his
this is
biggest
why
influences.
this is why I'm bringing Philip Tan on, because he's taking that manga style and that North American style of art and meshing it together. And Frank Miller's book, Ronin book 2.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna
it's incredible.
It's good stuff.
That's what I'm trying to do
And
with
so-
my art too. You know?
That's what I'm doing too.
A
Like, I've been
happy
saying that.
medium.
Yeah,
between the
I'm
two.
trying to-
Philip Tan, like I remember getting introduced to him when I was at the Cuban school, and there was one image he did. It made me laugh because like his stuff is fucking superb.
Just
But there was
laugh
one
and they
image-
give you a hard on?
No. There's one-
In front of everyone?
I don't know.
Open house?
He did a Spider-Man drawing,
Oh,
and he had his foot in the foreground, and the foot looks like a pickle. And I like it. Like every time I see it, it just makes me laugh. Yeah, it looks like a legitimate pickle. Like,
I can imagine that. I can see that in my head right now.
No, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, the thing about like so, I haven't read because we're definitely gonna cover Ronin on my channel. We're gonna like start a series and go through that. I haven't read Ronin 2 yet.
It's great.
Is it good?
The
Because
art is
that's
phenomenal.
'cause that's part of the reason why I think Bobby and I think you'd agree with this, that now is a better time to cover Ronin than ever because more people are starting to pick it up again. Like
Yes.
I finally was like, you know what? I've been wanting to read Ronin forever, and now Ronin 2 is coming out, so I'm like, fuck it, now's the time. And I'm glad I read it. It's very good.
I told
When
you.
did the first one come out?
83.
83, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was Frank Miller's first DC book, and it was considered a big deal at the time because they gave him creative like control over it. Like he kept the rights
Wow.
to his characters he created, that, which is why he's doing Ronin 2 now. There's a
Probably why
giant,
it's so good.
yeah, it was also a giant flop at the time. It really,
Yeah.
did not-
Really?
yes, which was
Wow.
it's sort of like truly like beloved culturally now, like
Do you-
critically.
Do you think it's because it couldn't compete with like the superhero
Yes.
genre?
Yeah,
That's
think
what
so?
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
all about timing. It was
Because the thing is,
Yeah,
Frank
I'd
Miller,
imagine
like this
that.
story, basically they were like, because Frank Miller just we'll talk about this when we dissect Ronin. Bobby, we'll set
When are
up
you
a
doing
time.
this?
Yeah.
strippers.
When are you
Oh,
doing this?
I
We're doing
I
the
got the
comic
book
strip club.
Vaughn, by the way.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The
we're gonna
full
do comic strip
omnibus.
club. And we're gonna do a discussion. Oh, you got the like an omnibus?
Wait,
Is
you
it like
said
a
strip Yeah, like club? 1 to 6 or whatever.
yeah?
Yeah, it's good shit.
Because comic strip, like comic
I
strip.
like that.
club.
I like that comic by It's Travco.
Mm.
If you could combine Jim Lee's technical ability with Fujimoto's energy, pacing, and dynamics, you'd have an absolute
I like the
unstoppable artist.
Muppets actually.
I don't know who the
You know,
fuck
I
that guy is.
gotta be honest. I really
the
like
Muppets.
it when Jim Lee inks himself.
Wait, he is?
Yes, I agree, Zach. He only inked, to my knowledge, he's probably inked himself earlier, but the best example is probably his Batman Black and White story, which he totally repurposed that opening shot from Hush where he's pulling the rope, like he's coming right at you.
Mhm.
Like, you know that shot? He used
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
exact shot in this Black and White story. He inked himself. And I love Scott Williams' inks, but I think sometimes he goes a little crazy. And
It's too scratch.
yeah, I think Jim Lee, he knows his art a little better, and he kind of found the happy medium where you get your hatching show-off stuff, but at the same time, it's not, like, distracting.
You know, like when it comes to Bat, I think like 2 artists that I really would like to see do that book would be 2 guys, Daniel Warren Johnson or Trad Moore.
I don't know those guys.
Trad Moore did a book called Silver Surfer Black.
I don't know about that, dude.
He also did All New Ghost Rider with Robbie Reyes. He's like, his work is really cool, and he did a couple Batman Black and White stories, which was like fucking solid. And then what is it? Daniel Warren Johnson. I mean, he's done Dual Power Bomb, Beta Ray Bill, fucking Wonder Woman, Dead Earth. Like the list goes on. Like with this guy. Like he's doing
Right, yeah. I keep hearing good things about Wonder Woman, Dead Earth. That it was really good.
So like this, I think he would. Honestly, it would be cool to see him do a Batman story, be like like its own run because
What's
it's
up,
so
Phil?
the way he draws is so different.
That is fine. Not
Oh,
anyway,
shit!
How does Phil
Yeah.
Diaz want the link? Do you want it in your Twitter DMs, Phil Diaz?
That was English one.
I was
Shibbity
trying to-
boo bop and a hit skip.
Shut up.
How many people we have on this fucking stream? Fuck.
What you want to? Yeah, you know, Zach. We don't have to. You can leave.
No, I don't. I just
As a matter of fact, get the fuck out.
No,
As a matter of fact, that wasn't the question.
If
Get
I
the
just
fuck
no,
out.
because if I start stripping some clothes, would you guys notice? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is the time of the night where you start to get a little.
What? Speak for
delirious.
yourself. What the fuck? I'm get a little
Not
frisky.
you.
Get a little woo.
Well, my boy Zach is always bang on. So if he's saying Warren and who was the other one there? Zach?
Trad Moore.
Yeah, I'd have to check it out.
Yeah,
I think I
'Cause-
know.
Yeah, honestly, if you want to check out Trad Moore, like his best shit was like really cool shit that you will absolutely love was his unique story on Silver Surfer Black. That was fucking amazing because like Silver Surfer goes against Null, the symbiote god, and it's so fucking cool.
Why are we down to symbiote gods? Like, why can't it? Did it really have to go all this way? Like,
I mean,
maybe
if,
it's
did
cool,
you
but-
read Ryan Stegman's Venom run with Donny
No.
Cates?
But like,
You
I mean,
gotta read that run, like, because that's so fucking cool. Like, because this, like, all right,
I did hear
in
it was
Amazing
very good.
All right, in
I heard it was
Amazing
very good.
Secret Wars #8, it was just a costume, and then in Amazing Spider-Man issue 258, it was revealed that it was an actual living thing, and then moving forward from that point. Like that's all it was just like this fucking symbiote. And then all of a sudden Ryan Stegman's like, fuck, let's give this some backstory, right? Instead of having this thing. Because all those like I'm gonna be real here. Like Venom is not as cool as a fucking character that everybody like throws this guy on variant covers, like all this thing. He's really not that cool of a character. And then
All he does
Ryan
is go.
Stegman,
Like,
like Venom was dying down, like he was just like hopping down from like different like a mob boss. Then he went to Matt Gargan. Then he went back to Eddie. Then he went to somebody else, and it was just a back and forth fucking. They didn't know what to do with it, and then next thing you know, Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman comes in. It's like fuck it, we'll take this, and then they like added backstory to the character. They like really added depth to Eddie Brock as an individual because we all know him as a fucking psychopath, like being hell-bent and killing Peter. It doesn't know the fucking difference between killing the good guy and killing the bad guy, right? And then you read that run, you're like, wow, like not only are you really getting hooked into Eddie Brock as an individual, but you're also getting hooked into the symbiote shit even more so. Because I gotta be honest, Flash Thompson as Venom was the most shittiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like that was garbage. Like the fucking armored like plates.
Well, as soon as
so fucking dumb.
Phil loves that.
As soon as Cates and Stegman went off that book, and that was like what 2 years, maybe 3, about 2-3 years ago now.
Yes.
It declined. The story declined big time. It's just garbage. Yeah, it's not even close. Like you got to know Eddie Brock really well, and there was a really good depth to that storyline, especially with his kid as well. Yeah, like it's you can't even look at the comic. You could tell right away it's not even the same book.
Oh yeah, like you could. Oh, what is it? Fucking the lore, because they spent time figuring out the lore of that character to be like, this is what we're gonna do. Like, dude, like when Venom came out, like, dude, the only 2 good titles in Marvel at that time was Immortal Hulk and Venom. When that same year, because all the other Marvel books were just shit.
Immortal Hulk fucking tanked, dude.
What's that face, Vaughn? What's that face?
Phil Diaz sent me an interesting message.
He's like, I love you, Vaughn.
Did you, Zach? Did you see how Immortal Hulk turned out?
Why'd you make that face?
You'll like
this. Talking in
Like,
Immortal Hulk.
Hats off to John Gunnison and Doug Ellis for their invitation to last weekend's Windy City Con.
Boy.
And take it from me, there's no exaggeration, was having the previous day's dinner at the only nearby restaurant at 1 o'clock in the morning, and who blows in but henchman Phil Diaz.
Holy fucking shit. That's so fucking cool. He's talking with... Oh, that's awesome.
Are you
God
talking... I think like Immortal Hulk issue 1.
How he always uses exclamation. He always,
Immortal
so
Hulk.
Why?
That's how he talks, man.
I know, it's great. It's like I can literally hear him. Dude, Phil, that's awesome, man. You had
Immortal Zach, Immortal Hulk started strong. I don't remember what issue it was. Hold on, let me see.
I love the first issue, man. That was awesome.
That's Marvel though. This first issue is always great, and then and then it dies. Like they do that with every book.
I mean, I really like. I think the first 20 issues were fucking like high up because like one of my favorite issues was the one where he gets chopped up into like body parts and into jars, and then the doctor's like, "Oh yeah, I got you now," and then Hulk is smiling in a fucking jar, and like just like forms all. I was like, "Damn, that's so fucking cool."
Yeah, I know. By the way, Absurd is like wants to get into certain stuff. I know we're gonna definitely read Hulk the End. We can always touch on it again if we can get Dale, but we'll definitely do Hulk the End as an episode on that comic.
Okay,
Absurd, you like that one?
I gotta get going, guys. But
no, don't leave. Don't leave. We need more company.
I'll come back on. I've been on a couple times.
Zach has abandonment issues.
Check us out Wednesday night. We have Phil on Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll post the link again.
That's going to be awesome. And then Thursday night we have Kelsey Shannon, and then Friday afternoon Philip Tan.
And Saturday night Zachary
at Desolate Soul Studios, and then Saturday we're going to be streaming all day long at our local comic book shop in Winnipeg here. So
let's go.
Nice. Where's your local comic shop?
I'm in Winnipeg, Canada here. Winnipeg.
It's local for a reason, Vaughn. Yeah. He said it like it at his local comic shop.
I was just asking what.
It's a fucking. It's a stupid fucking question.
It's downstairs. I gotta run down. You guys keep up the good work, man. Zach, you're my boy. Take care, bro. Vaughn, take care. Everyone, nice to meet you. Take care. Have a great
nice to meet you.
Love you.
Thanks for hanging.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Date me.
What?
Oh my god. Way to ruin a good moment, Zach.
Zach, it was a wholesome moment. You fucking he's praising you
ruined
because
it.
you've got opinions he agrees with, and then Zach is like, "How do I make this really sweet moment?"
All I can think about is that SpongeBob moment where he was like, "Soiled it, soiled it."
No, but yeah, absurd. You like this Hulk the end because I've never read like a Hulk solo.
Oh,
Actually,
it's
I've
the
read
shit.
one solo issue.
Hulk the end is
So this artist, I'm gonna try. This is the same guy, absurd, who did the layout
Stale.
for Hulk 2003 cover.
Yeah,
My uncle,
right?
my uncle actually, in fact.
What?
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
So Hulk the end is like, do you know what it's? So basically, it's like at the end of the world, it's like Hulk is the last living being on the face of the earth. It's like a
Hulk
possible
cold.
dark future, and it's like, it's just like really, it's like this almost like a character meditation. It's like a character study.
sad.
Yeah.
Is this the one?
Oh, you've
where
read it?
he-
Have you read it?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Is this
Oh,
the
no.
one where he?
Did you read it after I told you to, or had you already read it?
I've already read it in the
Yeah,
past.
that's good. Well, we can still go through it at some point.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know Peter David's run is good. It's so good, dude.
Is this the one where Hulk gets like eaten by a bunch of roaches, like big
Yes.
mutant roaches?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've read this one. Yeah.
Dude, look at Dale's art on this is so good, dude.
Hulk
Dude,
feels cold.
yeah, that ending is chilling. Like no pun intended, but it's
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
but
Depressing.
But that's the Hulk, man. The Hulk is not a really. I'm sure he has some feel good. There's some feel good Hulk stories, right? But like in general, like his life sucks ass.
It would be,
But you know, it's not as bad as She-Hulk's apparently. But
No.
you know, it would be a really nice change of pace where he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, get to be the Hulk." You know?
You don't know what it's like to be
Like
a
this. Look at this,
woman.
dude.
All right, She-Hulk. It's not like this guy put a bullet in his fucking mouth or anything.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like his
I re-
dad literally beat his mom to death in front of him.
I mean, like, it's not like he killed his own father. Like,
Oh right, he did. Wait, he did that? I forgot.
yeah,
about
he
that.
killed him, like,
Yelled
in the
at him.
fucking cemetery.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah.
So fucking good, dude.
The guy's had like how many fucking mental breakdowns and personas? Like,
No, but yeah, he hasn't been catcalled, so he doesn't know.
but right, yeah, his life is not as hard as her, right? Like,
Life is hard.
it's not like this man hasn't been on the run since.
Wait, what's the deal with this one? Because I know there's this one. There's Mr. Fix-It, which is Gray Hulk, and then who's this one?
Smart Hulk. That's got to be Smart Hulk at that point.
Yeah, probably.
Which
That's like the Gary Frank.
That's
era.
my favorite fucking version of Hulk.
Wait,
is
hang
Smart
on.
Hulk.
But he doesn't look like a soy boy like in the MCU.
That's because like whenever like when he gets angry, he turns into like Psycho Rabbit Bruce Banner. Like,
The end.
so he has to like maintain his cool the whole fucking time.
Dude, this one too. Like Dale's art is unbelievable in this
Good
story.
God.
He
So
is the
fucking good.
by far the well. Okay, there are some other great Hulk artists too. But like,
No, he is the Hulk artist. There is no one that comes close.
I'm just
He is
curious-
the-
Nah. You
Oh
can't-
God, here we go. It's,
No, you can't knock down Herb Trimp.
I'm not
Herb
knocking
Trimpe-
anybody down.
No, Dale
I'm just
said that
saying,
Herb Trimpe is one of his biggest influences. I think.
but he is the
Herb
Hulk
Trimp
artist.
is like no, I would have to say like Herb Trimp is like
All right, let's look at all these.
the Hulk art. Like, cause I don't know, like you have Herb Trimp, you have like this guy.
Star
Dale
Lim?
Keown.
There's
you
a
fucking
ton of
kidding me?
there's a ton of
Star
spelling
Lim?
mistakes on this, by the way. I've seen this graphic. There's Miller, John Bouchard.
Dale
I think-
Keough. I
Yeah,
love
Dale
Dale
Keough.
Keough.
Dale Keough. Remember
I
that?
think Liefeld actually right now. I think Liefeld actually has the same haircut as that drawing.
There's
Like,
actually
this
a
is how-
character he made. There's a character he made an image, which is literally just a purple Hulk, and his name is Smash. And somebody pointed out to him on Twitter, they're exactly the same, and he blocked that guy. That's the end of the story.
Oh, have you
Yeah, like
guys?
that's your go-to. Is
I
to
know that
block somebody.
on Twitter he
Whoa,
said
wow.
he was arguing that like I remember my friend pointed this out that like he was like yeah Deadpool is in no way similar to Deathstroke, but like Deadpool's name is literally Wade Wilson and Deathstroke is Slade Wilson. Like, are you like come on?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to fucking defend that one.
But no, look, and that's fine if you take like listen. There's characters I take influence from. Everyone takes influence from something.
It's a parody though. It's literally a parody.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I always thought they were open about it. I guess no.
Nah.
Have you guys seen Damage? Not the original Damage from DC Comics that like hung out with the Justice Society, but Damage from the New Age of DC Heroes.
No. Damage, DC New Age. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so bit of both. So the art for Damage, like Damage 1 looks like the cover looks fucking sick. And I know Aaron Lopresti did some work on Damage, I think.
Never heard of this.
Yeah, no. So the New Age of DC Heroes, it was supposed to be like this new, it was supposed to be like this new lineup of superheroes. Like you had Damage, you had Brimstone, you had Sideways, the Silencer. I know Ripa talks about the Silencer.
Sideways was fucking cool. I like.
Never heard of any of these characters.
Yeah, Sideways looks so cool. Well, the reason you've never heard of them is because they all fucking tanked. Like
Big time.
Yeah, like Brimstone. Brimstone was canceled after 12 issues because the writing was god awful and the original artist jumped ship. So they didn't really have like the whole gothic infernal horror vibe going for them. Damage, the story fell off hard and they canceled it like around issue 18. Yeah. Silencer, I think, was the longest lasting original one. And the only comic that didn't get canceled, like because it was like wasn't selling well, was the Terrifics. And the Terrifics was almost completely comprised of like previously known heroes. So the Terrifics, you had like Metamorpho and Plastic Man, and who else? Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, JR. Oh, did he write this too, or no?
I don't know.
JR. Yeah, I can always recognize JR.
I'll tell you right now, that was the year that DC was really fucking suffering, because that was the same year. The only thing that was going good for them was Batman White Knight, that just came out, and then Doomsday Clock also came out around that time. But how long did that shit take? How many years before that finished? And then
we're thinking the same year, right? Like 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like fucking dude, that shit. DC was suffering big time.
Big time.
And it really pisses me off with Brimstone, because Brimstone's character looks fucking sick. And if they had written him well,
why Sideways failed. Because I remember that was so fucking short, and I really liked it, but it was just like, what the hell? Like that went by real fast.
I've never heard. Oh, I think I've seen this cover, but I don't know anything about. Oh, it's Rocafort. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. That's an interesting design, though.
Yeah, no. Yeah. If you read anything like affiliated with Dark Knight's Metal, or if you read anything like with Rebirth, maybe it would like show up in like an ad in the back of the book, like
you killed my mother.
No, like, it would be like spinning out of the events of Dark Knight Metal. Spinning out of the events of Dark Knight's Metal comes the new age of DC heroes.
Yeah, I never kept up with current comics really, and then when I finally tried, I was like, you know what? I'm good.
I just came back. What's this shitty ass cover we're looking at?
This is a Rocafort cover.
Really?
Actually,
go to issue 1.
No way.
Issue 1 was really cool. Like that. That's the first image on.
My man was on a serious crunch.
Hold on, I actually have issue 1 of Curse of Brimstone right here. I don't know. Hold on, let me turn on my lamp so you guys can see it.
I like Werewolf by Night. I think
Werewolf by Night.
The first cover.
I've never actually read any of. I want to read more horror.
It's actually Jonah Jameson's nephew.
Oh wait, Werewolf. I didn't know that he was the main character in Werewolf by Night. That John Jameson was the main character in Werewolf by Night. I didn't know.
I mean, like,
search up.
No, that's the new one. Yeah, original. When was it?
1972.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night, like fucking Man Thing was
Ooh,
great.
that's a good cover.
I love it. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
that's an expensive fucking cover too.
How much is that got to be? That wait, oh, please.
500. You can
Yeah.
no like 500. I wouldn't see that.
Do you
going
think?
any
I
further.
imagine with the show must have skyrocketed, right? Like,
Oh,
probably,
for sure.
Probably, yeah.
yeah, I've never gotten into this. I gotta read some of these horror stuff too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
I really
Midnight.
like what is it? I liked whenever Blade showed up in Tomb of Dracula,
Yeah.
especially with like the
Dude.
funky afro, like the way he
Dude,
used to
I'll
look.
tell you, Tomb of Dracula.
Yeah, why
was
did
probably
no
one
one
of-
has afros anymore? It's kind of
every
sad.
single issue of Tomb of Dracula. That's the thing. A lot of horror comics from Marvel are super expensive to get in good shape.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
There it is.
People
Yep.
didn't
Oh, have you
preserve them.
seen? Oh, damn, what is it?
That's so fucking gorgeous.
Do you think it's like people didn't preserve horror comics? Maybe they thought like
No, they're always in bad shape anywhere you
Why?
go. It's because horror, like you gotta understand, like in the 1950s when EC Comics was dominating every genre, every form of comic there was with horror and sci-fi and romance. Like, and then they had to like stop that shit because of like the
Comics Code,
content,
yeah.
like
Oh,
how
Rip
far they were
Jules.
pushing it. When the Comics Code Authority stepped in, fucking annihilated that. So like it just pushed that.
Oh, the
on the
jewels
back
dropped
burner.
out.
Yeah, her power went out.
Oh, I thought she like got bored. Oh, that sucks.
So like
Jules, if
fucking,
you didn't want to stay on, no.
So like when so for sci-fi and horror, it didn't really come around, but there were so many fans that wanted sci-fi and horror for the longest time. So whenever Marvel would do it and DC would do it, they would just sell out real fucking fast. That's what everybody was going for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
bored is fine. Like we got away from weeb territory.
I mean,
No, but,
Ghost Rider too. Fucking Marvel Spotlight with Ghost Rider. Holy shit!
Yeah, Marvel Spotlight, Ghost Rider.
Oh, have you guys? Ah, damn, I don't remember
Well,
what it
it
is.
was like I think I saw a flash of lightning earlier.
What's
sorry.
it pouring over here?
It's pouring over here too.
Yeah, it was bad earlier. During my interview, I don't know if you guys heard any loud bangs, but there were a few times I was like looking around.
He's like, what the fuck?
Is it?
That's it for
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Then why is it number? Oh, this is Spotlight.
Number 5, yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking gorgeous.
Roy
You
Thomas.
know
as
what's
well.
crazy? Fucking Invincible comics are like even the filler stuff are rising in price. I'm like, fuck, I should have started collecting that. When I was growing up.
Yeah, I still haven't read that.
Have any of you guys read the Darkhold pages from the Book of Sin stuff? That's
Oh,
like
dude.
really good horror comic. I really
Dude,
enjoyed that.
holy shit. Or like the Midnight Suns.
Yeah, Midnight Suns too.
I didn't realize that they
I've
had
only
made
read,
a
like, a
Midnight Sun games. I had no idea. Is this what you're talking about? Dark Hold.
Yeah, wait, yeah, the one where you can see the
Yeah,
Darkhold dwarf
means,
on the cover.
This means probably something.
That looks like that logo looks like that game that was selling at Walmart called Hero Scan, where you would like scan in X-Men trading cards and they will pop up as a fighting game on the fucking thing.
Okay, so what's the deal with this? It's like they didn't commit to making the tit. It's like right here. But then they just kind of like forgot. Anyway.
What?
He's like, Bug's
Yeah.
like, I heard
I'm
tits.
sorry. Yeah, I was daydreaming.
So it's tits is what brings them out of it back into reality.
I'm sorry, Zach. I didn't realize you're a choir boy, and the word tits wouldn't like grab your attention.
No, if you were talking about extraterrestrial pussy, that would have grabbed my attention.
Zach.
Wow, yeah, that's so much more normal.
That's Zach. Like I'm like you, Bobby. I get like Zach.
Yeah.
That's
unlike
not back to
this
reality.
deviant. Unlike this deviant.
Deviant. Oh my god. I definitely need to watch
But yeah, Darkhold pages from the Book of Sin is like really good quality comic book horror. And
Yeah, I've never.
Pull it up.
yeah. Have you guys also what is it? Like have any of y'all read anything from like how what is it? Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery or like
Oh yes,
yeah,
dude, my
House of
favorite.
Mystery is a
Oh my
banger.
god, I think House of Mystery. That was the first. That series was the first series.
No, wait.
Like Martian Manhunter's technical first run.
What do you mean?
Because Martian Manhunter, he was only appearing in like Justice League
Justice
and like
League and- yeah.
side stories and shit.
He
But
first
like,
appeared in like a Batman issue, didn't he?
yeah, Detective Comics issue
Or
225.
Detective Comics.
Jesus. Fucking
Zach
Rain Man
fucking
over
knows
here.
everything. Yeah.
I know, it's awesome.
Like, but like, no, I'm saying it's like he was just like as
Were you-
side stories, and he was just in Justice League. But House of Mystery, Martian Manhunter technically had his own series for a short time in this title, until he got his miniseries after that.
Zach, I do have. All right, so wait, hang on, let's play the pop quiz game again. All right.
Oh no.
Absurd. Pick a number.
Oh, you're doing okay. 70. 62.
62.
Are you trying to get like hentai?
The name of the
digits or
game
something?
is Medusa. Amazing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 62.
The name
Yeah,
of the
you're
game is
going too
Medusa.
easy. You're going in the like first 100 issues with
All right.
Yeah, but yep, the name of the game is Medusa. Zach knows it right away. All right. BS Warren, give me a number.
Shit. This is 129.
That's the first appearance of Punisher.
Are you fucking kidding me? You gave him like the most obvious.
I know that was like the first one I could think of.
All right, Bobby,
Sorry.
just think of a number.
Between one and what exactly?
Yeah.
Well, what's the current issue that they have?
900, I think, right?
Oh wait, here's
How about 8008?
Yeah. Could
Not
love
a-
that.
What, you don't like that number?
Future Zach is gonna answer that.
8008?
Oh, here's actually I don't know.
Nobody
if it's
got
not
it.
like
All
a-
right, forget it.
I don't know.
8008. Wait, why? I don't. hang on.
Oh, it's boob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Zach, here's kind of a I don't know. This is like a little obscure. What's the first appearance of 8-Ball?
8-Ball?
Yeah, the Spidey villain.
Oh, there we
Let
go. Hang on, ready? Hang on,
I'm
hold
thinking.
on. Zach, what was it? What was it, Zach?
I'm trying to figure out what he looks like first.
He's the guy with the big 8-Ball for a head, and he's got like that super powered Q stick, or that pool cue.
I thought it was just some naked hobo in an 8-ball jacket, honestly.
Nah, his costume is like all black. Like he's kind of built like the Orb, except his costume is like all black, and he's got like this big 8-Ball like that he wears as like a mask.
What the fuck? He's like
Holy shit. Someone did it. Someone fucking did
was
it.
he really a Spidey villain though?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he was. I mean, he's like I don't know if what is it? If Sin Eater is like C-list Spidey, then like 8-Ball is like G-list. He's like a G-list villain.
Yeah, but Zach, you know him.
He's
Come
like
on.
super obscure though.
What the fuck? Like
He's like, it's not appearing in my brain.
I'm like really thinking, dude, like because he sounds like a 70s villain, like he came around in the 70s, because like weird characters like that came around in like Marvel team up comics.
Yeah, when they're all
And
acid. Yeah, 70s.
they're like, dude, some of this shit was
Actually,
fucking
that explains a lot of what came out in the 70s.
Oh, for sure, man. Only...
Dude,
Zach,
I'm like,
you don't know this one, man. This is really disappointing.
no, I'm like pretty stumped because I doubt it's not Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, it's not Amazing Spider-Man.
It's not, because like he would have popped up, and there's no way it's Spectacular or Web of Spider-Man. So it's definitely an off-issue type of thing. So we're like, I would have to say like somewhere if he's not showing up in Marvel Team Up, he's gonna be showing up at like oh my fucking god, dude.
He's actually having like a breakdown. Why is it not appearing in my head?
I know that he was in like Sleepwalker.
I just found it,
like,
but this
he
is
was
a Spider-Man character?
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's a
he's-
Spidey
like,
character.
I don't think so, because he's like he appeared in Sleepwalker #2. Like
You just
you
looked
know,
that up.
No, because like
Yeah, he first appeared in Sleepwalker #2, yes.
yeah, because like I had never seen him in Spider-Man. I've never once seen him fight Spidey.
BS Warren, are you just making shit up?
No, I'm being
Just to
dead
make Zach look
serious.
bad?
Nah.
Dude, I feel like this is a trick question because I've never ever
This is-
read
Nah,
a comic
Zach
fighting
has a
Spider-Man
perfect track
unless
record
like
when
that
it
was
comes
like
to
some
Spider-Man.
off issue. It's definitely, dude. He definitely didn't show up in Amazing Web or Spectacular, hands
All right.
down. And if
No,
he didn't
you
show
were-
up in Marvel Team Up, it's an off issue.
Yeah, no, you're right. He showed up in Sleepwalker 2.
Okay,
That's his first appearance, I think.
I was gonna say because I've only seen him in Sleepwalker, and I should because like Sleepwalker is like the closest thing to like a Marvel alien that I've like came close
He's
to.
Zach. What happened
Yeah.
in Spider-Man issue 420?
I did my joke better. Come on.
In issue 420?
8008.
Oh my god! Now we're getting into this clone shit.
You didn't have to think about it.
No, because like the clone shit.
He's just dreading talking
No,
about the
because the
issue.
clone
He's
shit
just dreading
started in
talking.
issue 397, and like I believe that like the
Zach.
like
Why do you know him? Oh
like-
shit! Rob Hunter inked this cover. I think it looks like Rob
yeah,
Hunter.
it has something to do with the clone shit,
Oh,
dude.
I could have asked him what it was like to be involved with the. Oh no, it looks like he just did the cover. I don't think he actually.
Dude, once you start getting into the clone shit, like things just start going haywire.
I just love how fucking
And I
stupid
fucking
it
hate
is.
everything to do with the clone saga bullshit. Maximum clonage,
right.
maximum minimum clonage, fucking media blizzard, fucking identity crisis. You know, the list goes on and on and on. It's so fucking annoying, dude.
Clone Saga. What a. Yeah, I mean, do you think we'll ever get anything? Actually, never mind. I was gonna say we do get stuff that bad all the time.
Dude, there was like I don't know why they keep touching that. Like, they like stop doing clone saga shit, dude.
No, because they're
Fucking
out of fucking ideas. They don't wanna put in any effort and create new stuff. So they're just like, oh, let's just give Miles
Travco said
Morales.
Amazing Spider-Man 165.
Oh, that oh my god! It's either he's fighting the Kingpin in that issue 165, or is he fighting the Lizard and Stegron? Because I've
never fucking heard of Stegron.
Stegron is like this fossilized dinosaur villain.
Is it cool?
Yeah,
he's actually pretty cool, bro. He's fucking.
Why wasn't he in the Ultimate Guy? This is upsetting me now.
I think 165 is Stegron, like 165, 166, something like that. I could be mistaken.
Is this his first appearance?
I believe so. I think that's when he first came around.
I guess
too.
he's not as well known as Shocker is honestly great. Molten Man, I really like those issues.
Molten Man's pretty sick.
He's
Like,
underrated.
Yeah.
He's underrated. He's very underrated.
Yes, it was 165. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
It's either Kingpin or Stegron with the Lizard, because the Lizard popped up in these issues.
This is Ramita, right? This looks like Ramita.
Either senior or junior.
Oh, did Junior follow
very
Senior?
life-bound. I mean, Junior really had a long career in Amazing Spider-Man, really early on. What's special Amazing Spider-Man 262? Oh shit.
Is it someone
252 is the issue he comes back from Secret Wars. 258 is the symbiote shit.
Oh shit! Don't look.
That issue's stupid, man. That's where he
Oh
changes.
fuck! I'm sorry. I thought I was.
That's where he that's where he changes in the fucking airport, and this stupid ass photographer catches him in what do you call it, the broom closet, takes a photo. And Peter's
They really just made a Tom Holland, and that's what keeps coming up. Not they're not. I find Zach. What happened in Spectacular Spider-Man? For how many issues did they go for?
420. It only went for 362 issues, 363.
All right, 317.
Dude, again with the clone saga shit.
Spider-Man.
I fucking hate that stuff. I can't pinpoint anything with the clone saga because that stuff's all over the place. Because what is it? Spectacular Spider-Man 229 is when Ben Reilly starts to come around the corner.
I don't think there are 317 issues of Spectacular Spider-Man, are there?
Yeah,
there are, because it came up with Amazing Spider-Man, but I'm not seeing.
Sorry, so Spectacular Spider-Man issue 110. That's when you have the Captain Jean Wolf situation. Spectacular Spider-Man issue 200 is the death of Harry Osborn. And then when you start going past,
why did they kill him off in the secondary title? That's kind of crazy that they did that.
Issue 263. That's how long the first series of Spectacular Spider-Man went in. So then it rebooted, Then it rebooted, so Humberto Ramos did Spectacular Spider-Man issue 1 to like 30 or something like that, which that art is really bad. That's when Eddie Brockett like comes back and you find out he's got cancer. Wowee, like who cares?
Yeah.
And then Adam Kubert in issue 3. Oh yeah, issue 3. Okay, issue 317 has something to do with like the Moreland stuff, like the whole Spider-Verse, but it wasn't Spider-Verse, it was like Spider-Geddon. Because like, in issue 311, I don't think 317 exists. I think it ended at like 313 or something like that.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? So Spider-Man. So that's crazy that I didn't know that they killed off and that they would kill off such a big character in Spectaculars, because I always just assumed that those were treated as like the secondary titles.
Okay, listen, motherfucker, listen. You got all right. So Spectacular Spider-Man was actually a really good fucking read. It was just as good as reading Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, that's good.
Hands down. Now, for about like the best thing about Spectacular was always going in tandem to Amazing. You know, it was separate, but like bigger issues of like things they couldn't do in Amazing, they were doing in Spectacular. So, for example, Harry Osborn, like him dealing with the whole like Green Goblin persona, that was a lot of it going on in Spectacular Spider-Man. And issue 200 was like the finale situation where Harry Osborn was going after Peter Parker. So he dies in the end of that issue. So this is where it really gets fucked up. So those special moments that I'm saying right now in issue 200, anything that had to do with like Harry Osborn, the Kindred situation, right, goes back to Spectacular Spider-Man issue 200. They take the monumental special moments
This is so fucking
from that
fascinating.
point and they fucking butcher it and they try to weave it into this bullshit ass thing for Kindred to make it relevant. You know, Harry Osborn's actually in hell where his soul is trapped by Mephisto. And then the twins,
Manfisto.
you know, the Stacy twins are actually Kindred. It's not just one, it's two Kindreds.
What do you
And
mean?
it's the Stacy. So there was never one Kindred. It was two. And
Kindred spirits, get it?
it was the Stacy
Oh.
twins that were being used as pawns by Mephisto to fuck with Peter Parker. All because Norman Osborn made a deal when Harry Osborn was a child in order for Norman Osborn to succeed as a businessman, he needed to sell his son's soul to Mephisto. So the reason why he became the Green Goblin, the reason why Harry Osborn became the Green Goblin, and everything that happened to Peter Parker's life is because of Mephisto. So like, what the fuck? You know, so you take moments like Spectacular Spider-Man issue 200, Spectacular Spider-Man issue 134, 135. Like you take like all these like moments like Death of Gwen Stacy 121, 122, and you fuck it all up. Clone conspiracy shit's all Norman Osborn's doing. You ruin all of it.
Zach, you know what two Kindreds reminds me of?
What?
Three Jokers from DC.
Three Jokers is good.
Like, Kindred was worse though.
Wait, worse? What are you talking about?
No,
Three Jokers was phenomenal.
It was. I liked it. Like the
art was phenomenal.
Three Jokers was great.
The art was phenomenal.
The art was phenomenal. The story was like
Three Jokers was great, but Kindred was awful. Everything. That's the thing is that Ryan Otley and whoever the fuck was writing it was building Kindred up to be like this unstoppable entity that was gonna be like this cool new threat, and they're like, you know what? Fuck all that. Let's just like have Harry Osborn be the guy. Like, oh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man the Hulk teamed up in a story called What Price Life.
Yeah, I haven't. So wait, Zach. So wait, this story came out when the Kindred fucking twin thing.
This was all recent. It was like
So wait,
before before they rebooted it again.
So so Mephisto.
Okay.
Fucked with Spider-Man.
All right. So let me give you the numbers.
Yeah, Nick fucking Spencer.
And I'm only gonna go into the numbers with Kindred stuff. So like, it's so confusing, dude. It's like, okay. Harry Osborn died in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 200. So that's him dying. He's never came back to life from that point. When he died in issue 200, at that point before he came to his senses and died, he created robot clone versions of himself using
Norman Osborn?
Harry Osborn. When Harry Osborn died, he created clone versions using some of the technology that Miles Warren was using to create the early versions of the clones, made versions of Harry of himself
Sounds so
that
fucking
hated Peter Parker at the time, hibernated them for like moments to use in the future to fuck with his life. Now, you fast forward and then you go to the sins past bullshit.
Oh, hell
like,
yeah.
you know, where like Kindred like created like this weird fucking thing with Sin Eater, where Sin Eater was like taking away the entity sins of like every individual. So like Norman Osborn was like sins was completely expunged from him. So now like Norman Osborn is like no longer a fucking psychotic bad guy. He's just like this a businessman dude who's trying to help Peter Parker out or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that going on, which has no relevance to the Kindred shit. That was just something stupid that they added in.
So
And then
Norman Osborn's just a good person because the voila.
yeah, because
Even though
they
he was, but he was
expunged his
already a
fucking
scumbag
sin.
before the Goblin form. Wasn't he already screwing people over?
Well, come to find out with the Kindred
Including
stuff,
Gwen Stacy?
with the Kindred stuff. But yeah, like that's the thing is that with the Kindred shit, what they did is that now because Norman Osborn made the deal with Mephisto before Peter Parker was born, when Harry Osborn was just a fucking child, and he was just starting the Oscorp company, right? That's when he made the deal, and you know him becoming the Goblin and everything that's happened after that was because of Mephisto's doing. It was all a result. So then you tie it in to like all the stuff where like you know the Stacy twins are just like pawns that you know
Porns?
Harry pawns like that Harry Osborn, the evil version of Harry Osborn.
This is so goddamn fucking dumb.
And Doctor Strange travels to the realm and like makes like this fucking gambling bet with Mephisto to save the soul of Harry Osborn. And at the same time, he notices that there's something wrong with Peter Parker's astral plane bullshit. So like, which they're referring to the One More Day debacle, and then they just like like he completely talks, you know, where Doctor Strange like talk about you know what's going on with Peter Parker, and then they never talk about it afterwards. So after the Kindred stuff was done, as awful as it was, then they hint at One More Day throughout that whole time, and then they never go back to it. They're like, yeah, you know, that's fuck it.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Wait, so
you know
Harry Osborn made robots of himself
so stupid.
that
That's a load of
before he fucking died.
Yep.
To have sex with himself.
No, but they're robots. How is Mephisto involved with the? I just don't get it.
It's
Well,
all,
that-
it's all
listen,
dude. It's
hold on.
all
You're
confusing. That's what I'm saying.
overcomplicating this.
It's Harry Osborn's master plan, which is actually Mephisto's master plan that Harry Osborn has no idea about, but he's working as a pawn under Mephisto. So it's like,
And they
who's
notice
playing
that,
who?
like,
Like,
As,
it's fucking retarded.
listen, as I understand it, Harry Osborn wanted to have gay sex, but he figured, listen, if I have it with myself, then I'm in the clear here. You know, I won't get in trouble with Gwen. So
It's
I'm going to
masturbation.
clone myself and have gay sex with myself, and this way, you know, I won't get in trouble with Mephisto. You see? And then Mephisto was like,
I'm
why didn't you
saying,
invite me
dude,
to
like,
have gay sex with the two Harry Osborns?
I'm telling you, I can't explain this shit to you with it making sense because
it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense. I've read this like 3 times over. I've looked up the fucking story plot synopsis, and it does not make fucking sense.
I'm just imagining Zach and like the fucking Charlie when
Yeah, he's
Sunny
got, like,
with the Pepe
the-
Sylvia shit. Yeah, he's got like maps and shit all over the wall.
And you know, like what's cool is though when the reboot happened, because after that awful mess, they needed to reboot it. Like I've never said yes, like you need to reboot a series. Like it was so bad that I was like, yeah, that needs a fucking reboot. Then they throw Peter Parker like into this whole thing. We're like, wow, so everybody hates Peter. What the fuck happened where he's sitting in a crater? And then all of a sudden Mary Jane hates him. Like, oh, this stuff. I'm like, oh, they could be building something cool here, right?
No.
And I read like the first 4 or 5 issues. I was like, all right, I like where this is going because I don't know what they're hinting at, but I kind of like the direction because like Tombstone is playing Spidey, like this whole like gang thing is going on. Like I kind of like it. And then next thing you know, like I'm hearing all this stuff like Peter and Mary Jane, like they just see each other as friends. Mary Jane's got kids.
They're just friends. They're just friends.
Yeah, like he's just being cucked. I'm like, all right, you know
to be
what?
fair, the
like,
man is banging Black Cat, so I wouldn't feel too bad for him,
But that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think
Mary
he's
Jane,
even banging
like,
Black Cat right now.
All right, well then fuck this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mary
All right,
Jane
Phil
has
asking the
kids.
important questions. Is Tombstone black? He's
No.
very white.
He's white.
After all that shit about Harry Osborn
Actually, no,
fucking
hold
himself,
on.
that's the question.
No, hold on. I think it actually is a possibility that he could be black. Because Tombstone came around in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 133.
How the fuck?
No, because like, dude, it was. I'll tell you right now. It was so
There's an
fucking
earpiece
cool.
that somebody's feeding him this shit. There's no,
No,
fucking
it's
way.
it's so dude. It's so fucking cool. Like that scene where Tombstone breaks Joe Robertson's back in the fucking park was like something to
And
behold,
this is
dude.
when did you say you know it by heart? When is it?
It was like
Spider-Man.
it was spectacular. It was the origin of Spider. It was like the origin of Tombstone. So you figure out his background.
Right, which is what issue?
Oh no, it was 139. I'm mistaken because 133.
Spectacular 139.
Yeah, I was like a few issues off.
Well, then we
Spectacular
can't trust
Spider-Man
anything
139.
We can't trust anything.
It's the
Yeah.
origin of Tombstone, but Tombstone
The
was
last,
like,
the origin of Fuck
so
you,
fucking
Zach. Why do you know this all by heart, dude?
That's wild.
Rain Man.
like
Yeah, Rain Man. Really, it is. Rain Man.
dude, it was dude, Tombstone like can go head toe to toe with Peter, like with Spider-Man. It's fucking awesome.
All right,
dude.
Zach. Describe for me the cover of the Spectacular Spider-Man 110.
That's like the fucking There's three covers that I could get it mistaken. So there's
One
one
second
where
delay.
there's one where like he's swinging through the city in the foreground. He's like, "All right, you're gonna get it," like or whatever in the black
You're gonna
suit.
get it, you
The second cover, it's either gonna be Spider-Man in the black suit, fucking punching Daredevil through a
Yep,
fucking
that was
window.
it. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Because dude, you gotta read The Death of Jean Wolfe. That's so fucking cool.
The death. Harry
Dude, Zach,
Osborn's
you're fucking.
May
Your
or may not be
encyclopedic Spider-Man knowledge.
No,
So how
I
does it feel knowing that like editors that the editors can be in charge of the 60 whatever year history and they just go, you know what, at any point.
It's maddening because they could imagine how successful. No, think about it. It's not just Spider-Man. It's fucking Batman and Superman and all these other characters.
Yeah, he's no
if
Bino
they
Black
just
dude, isn't
go
he?
ahead and have
What's up, Dan?
if they just go ahead and have a fucking sit down, they say, what is going on with the continuity for the past 50 years? How can we continue this shit? Right?
They got no idea about the fucking continuity. They don't read the fucking books.
Yeah, and it's just like it's madness, dude. That's like what they should do, and like, dude, I really want to get into Batman. Like Batman, like everybody talks about All-Star Batman and like all these cool.
Yeah, but that's
moments.
never in canon. No one
Dude, I'll
talks
tell
about
you.
it.
Dude,
I'll tell you
I've
exactly
been
what you need to
reading-
read.
I've been reading my favorite run on right now for Batman is like Detective Comics 400 to like 450. Like, there's like a lot of like side stories and like
Is that like? Hold on one second.
it's like really cool detective stories.
That's the
Batman
Neil
is
Adams
doing.
run, right?
I
Yes.
believe like the covers are fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Tombstone is black, by the way, or he's the only he was an albino black guy. Yeah.
Okay, he's fucking cool. But yeah, like dude, like Batman's got some like really good stories, and it's like wow, these are like awesome.
Amazing.
Like, and
He's the listen. I don't give a shit what anybody says. He's the best. The best.
Yeah,
character.
him and Spider-Man is also up there too, but
yeah, for
Batman's my
sure.
number one.
I love Batman, dude. There's a reason why. Because he could be anything to any audience. You know, is he this like mythic creature of the night that criminals are terrified of, or is he this genius detective, or is he the super soldier that just is indomitable like force of will? Like he could be any
Bobby,
of those things.
here's the thing. To add what you're saying, what also makes it special, the reason why I like that little section, is because you actually see Bruce Wayne fucking sleeping, going to bed, getting rest, eating, for Christ's sake. Like,
Why? Why would I give a shit about that?
No, because it's like he does this like it's like it happen. All it takes is like 1 or 2 panels, because this whole micro sleeping bullshit is so fucking stupid that like when you read Batman, this guy's obviously going out at like what 10 o'clock midnight, and he's going out like all the way to like 5 in the morning. Then he's like beaten to shit, fucking like whatever. So he gets like, and then like all you need is like a panel or 2 of Alfred stitching him up. And he's like bandaged up, and he's like going like he's like
business meeting,
like
possibly,
and he's in his bed, like
here's the
getting
thing.
a few hours of sleep.
This is
like,
one thing that
that's
always.
it.
I'm not a plot holes type of guy.
It's real, like
I'm not a plot holes type of guy, but the one plot hole thing that does sort of stick out to me sometimes, it's like he's had sex with like pretty much every even remotely attractive woman in Gotham, right? Not one of them has like told someone else, hey, you know, Bruce Wayne for some reason, he's like all these fucked up scars and shit on his back and his chest or whatever, like stab wounds, gunshot wounds, all this shit. Like that's never, ever, ever, not one person has told the other.
Point.
Like
that's a really good point. Let's just let's censor the stream right now, because you could write a story for Batman and just like pass it in, you know, based on that.
They're not smart enough to come up with an idea like that, honestly.
What based on what? I'm sorry, I was looking away for a second.
Actually, you know, my favorite Bat story run that I really loved was Batgirl Cassandra Cain. That fucking series kicks ass, dude.
Well, before we go on to that, just one brief aside. One of my favorite images of Batman ever is the Alex Ross. I think it was in Batman War on Crime, where he just took off the cowl. It's hanging right in front of him, and he's looking over his shoulder, and you see all these fucking scars and shit on his back. Like that's what Batman's all about, right there. You know, this is a billionaire. This is a guy that can just sit on his ass, banging and eating like a king all day. But this is something that means something to him.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
a good person. He's a great.
He is a good person. I hate that whole.
There are people that are like the pseudo intellectuals. I remember actually, I was like, the pseudo intellectual argument. It's like, hey, you know, is he a good person? I don't know. Yes. Can you?
Fuck that.
Yes.
You have George Lopez calling him a fascist. Man, fuck you.
I really like the fucking, it was like a oversized magazine that Alex Ross was doing for a lot of the DC stuff.
Yeah. That's War on Crime. That's what I was talking about.
Okay. I didn't know that was like what it was.
Baldini wrote that.
My favorite scene was the fucking scene where the black kid is holding up a gun at him.
Yeah.
And Batman just has like
chills. I got chills from that shit.
Is that one? That sounds like one worth reading then, because I've read the Wonder Woman of that.
Wait, hold on a second. One. If I tell everyone that wants to get into Batman, you want to start somewhere, you read Batman War on Crime. It is the Batman. It boils him down to a fucking T. Like you won't believe. The art is phenomenal. It's just perfect. It's like a perfect Batman story.
It's fucking emotional, dude. Because like the scene where the kid hugs Batman and Batman's just standing there looking down at him. He's like, I
teared up a little. I
didn't know. What I teared up was the Justice League of America one, because at the end of that, because like the villain of that book was a disease that was going worldwide, and the Justice League had to stop like this, like, you know, let's say like extreme COVID disease that was like gonna kill millions, if not billions. And then at the end of the issue, you have Superman floating down to the totem pole and talking to the world, and it's actually Martian Manhunter. Who reveals himself and says like, you know, basically saying like, I'm uncomfortable and I'm doing my best. I'm not from here, and I hope you all can accept me for who I am as an individual, and I will do the best I can to protect. That made me tear up, because you're like, damn, like you have like, you know, an outsider that doesn't belong, and I'm like, Superman, like this guy like truly is like an alien, even physically, you know, through his features, and he's worried about the world accepting him, and he's asking him for a chance. And I was like, damn, that's like fucking cool. Alex Ross captured that shit so fucking good.
Yeah,
So
I
fucking
haven't.
good.
I
He's
don't think-
fast too. Do you believe that? I found out. I didn't know that he was such a fast artist. He's fast as shit, which is mind-boggling to me. You know?
Yeah, dude. I don't know how.
He's like,
Even
I don't know how
Superman.
Yeah.
Actually, the oversized magazines are all fucking great. Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, like
The Shazam one. There was a
Yeah, I
Shazam
have
one
the
too.
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman one because the Wonder Woman one was at my local comic shop, so I ended up getting it, and it was
Good shit, dude. Good shit.
But I haven't. I might have to sell it. I might sell it off and get because I think there's one that has all of them. So
Yeah, because there's a pack that has all.
I think War on Crime because that'll be something we could do an episode on at some point. There's so many.
I found this rare item. They actually had like a display from a comic book store, like a topper for the display box that I bought for like $50 for War on Crime. It was like a really sweet find that I found on eBay. I have that shit.
Yeah, dude, we've got so many books to cover on Comic Strip Club.
We got to cover ones with like actual like nudity in them to keep with the theme also.
But we can't just do that.
No, I understand. We'll
Oh,
workshop
okay.
it.
You're saying we should. We should.
No,
yeah.
we should. We should. There should be like one that's just totally porny, but like to a classy degree. You know, softcore stuff. None of this. You know.
Yeah, like the Marvel swimsuit specials, like the
Ooh.
ones with Rogue and like Storm. The Storm one looks really good.
I was
like that
thinking
one a
more
lot.
even. I was
Oh,
thinking
let me
stuff
see
with
this,
like.
V.S. Warren. Let's see your taste in women.
Yeah, man. Look up what is it?
Your tasted women.
Marvel swimsuit special.
I think I can picture in my head that I've seen it. This
Yeah,
image.
it's like-
Yep. This is the exact one I was thinking of.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Oh,
I
look
can't
at this one.
remember.
Her and Forge are back at it.
Mm.
Dude, Forge is an underrated character, by the way.
They brought this back
Oh, yeah, 100%.
at DC
Oh, it's so
recently.
Silvestri. Silvestri draws a great Storm.
She was a great everything.
He draws a great everything. That's
Is there something Sylvester draws where you're like that's a shit thing?
It's like Monday. That's like not good. Or I'd have to think of it.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Damn, son.
Don't stop. Don't
wow.
stop.
When was this? When did this
Yo,
come out?
this is good shit.
Like
This is before they changed it to the dog shit coloring. So this is.
You want to hear something funny? They actually brought this back recently for DC, and it's every bit as horrible as you'd imagine. I'm kind of shocked they even tried it.
Oh yeah, with the fucking the like the gay covers. For
Yeah, it was mostly
Nightwing and-
dudes. It was mostly dudes.
Yeah,
They
you know
decided
that's
to
that's a target audience. Or
Yeah.
this one's good.
That's the one with that's the one with the fucked up perspective where Batman is like 50 feet tall and Catwoman's like tiny. Like he looks like a giant because the guy fucked up the perspective, and it's just so weird. It looks like Gigantress porn. That's what it looks like, honestly.
No,
Oh,
but
Batman.
this hang on. What was the one with all the? Yeah, when
He
did
has
this
his
come
cowl
out?
on, by the way. He's in his bathing suit. He has his cowl on too. It looks so stupid.
There's,
Pull this shit up. Actually, this is worth talking about. This cover is so fucking bad.
Oh, and oh god, there was a Punisher one, but like
Oh, it's just like isn't it just over his dingus?
yeah,
He has
yeah.
his
It's just
balls
the
out.
Punisher's. No, it's like the Punisher skull is like covering his dingus, and then like the rest of him is like completely bare.
This has got to be
Except, he's
recent.
covered in hair.
This has got to be a recent thing.
No, the Punisher. This was like '90s, I think.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Well, you can't claim
Maybe-
they only
maybe earlier.
cater to one side then.
What was this?
Oh yeah, true. The Punisher swimsuit.
Yeah, I know
special.
that one. Yeah,
that was that
yeah.
was
I gotta find
90s,
this
I think.
issue.
One of the most wild concepts in comics was Punisher Armory. Like, I'm surprised that worked as well as it did.
Which because
Oh,
the
I
one
just-
with,
I
with
just looked at-
Storm on the cover, that was which was that the original swimsuit special?
That one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there was
This
like
is
kind of
good,
an
dude.
X-Force one where there was where they had like Boom Boom and I think Domino on the
So
cover.
there's Rachel
Cable with his
Summers,
cock out.
Kitty Pryde. Is that Megan?
Yo,
Or is
if
it
they,
Dazzler?
drew Cable with like half of his cock is metal, that would be so fucking funny.
He has like one metal
yeah,
testicle.
no, he has like one eyeball glowing on his balls. That would be so funny.
No, it's like it goes.
And speaking of Liefeld, it is
It's
like
return-
the head of his dick has like 50 teeth, like a 50 teeth grimace on.
Yeah. Hey, can I look up before I look up what you were actually talking about? I just want to look up Liefeld teeth. All right. Oh my god! I never noticed this. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
He's got a lot of trunks, dude.
Oh, dude. Yeah. You got 50
Dude,
fucking teeth.
there's some art that they removed all the like. It's weird because they remove all like the stuff he draws on the face, like the cross hatching on the face, and like all the like wrinkles and the furrowed brow and everything like that. And I'm not shitting you. Like the eyeballs look like 2 feet apart when you get rid of all of it.
Wait,
It's
what was that last picture that Vaughn like had up a second
it was
ago?
She-Hulk.
Yeah, with She-Hulk
Oh,
with
wait, let
the
me go-
fucking
yeah.
10-foot forehead.
It was the
What
more
the hell
modern
is that?
She-Hulk.
Yeah, hold on. Where is the Wait, what did you want me to look up again? It was like the DC swimsuit special.
Yeah, look up DC Batman Beach or something like that, or swimsuit, something like that.
Oh,
It's
there's
a
a
cover.
good there's an Adam Hughes cover that's good with Catwoman.
Trust me, this ain't good.
No, I'm sure that we'll get to the bad stuff.
This shit gave me like eyeball cancer, like immediately. It's second row, from the right. This the third one from the right.
Oh, that one's good.
No.
Which is why I know it's not. I'm just delaying the inevitable. Where is it, Bobby?
Second row, third from the right. The right.
Hold on. Here.
Yeah, there it is. That's it.
Why is he? Why isn't she wearing her cowl then? If he's wearing it,
I told you. Look how bad this is, dude. Dude, that's like one of the worst.
see certain
covers
characters
ever.
I don't mind. Like Nightwing, I'm not into it. But like, if someone's into that, fine. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not into it at all.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're gonna do that, want some titties, okay? Like,
But you gotta have some balance.
See,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
swimsuit specials, is like, yeah, you may not be into it, but like,
Yeah.
they're giving even play to both
Yeah,
sides.
no, they
And I'm like,
were in
yeah,
the old
respect.
ones.
That's fine, but it's like they do that whole thing about like it's just one side. That cover, I can't get over how fucking bad that is. Like that's
Bro, it's just so funny because, like, dude, like the swimsuit specials used to be fucking great. And
Yeah,
now
dude.
they're just ass, dude.
Yeah, dude, like
Phil's
look at
swimsuit
that.
special's pretty good.
Let me look up the Punisher.
Look at that freaking Nightwing one. Where's his freaking chest hair? Nightwing, Dick Grayson is a grown ass man now. Where's his freaking chest hair?
Does Batman have chest hair?
You can shave it. No, people shave it.
Yeah, people shave it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
B.S. Warren has a full on bush.
I do
B.S.
actually.
Warren
Yeah,
is a
I got.
full-on-
I got
Oh, there's
fur like
the
a-
Punishers.
Yeah, I look like him.
Bobby, what do you think of this?
I mean, what do I think of it?
Oh,
what the fuck?
Funny.
I don't like this.
All over his nuts.
That's too funny, bro.
Man, I gotta see Cable swimsuit special. That's gotta please tell me that's real.
I think it is actually. I think I've seen that.
What the?
Dude, can you imagine? Wait, is this real?
Zip your zipper.
That's okay.
Bro, that is so fucking trailer parkish. that one where he's in the Speedo with the wife beater on.
Wait, with this one?
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
This is just like someone made it up. See this? If Marvel will do a swimsuit special, I will. There's Domino.
Yeah.
Well, she's not as white. She should be like literally white, right? Like she's just Caucasian.
Yeah,
probably.
That's
probably
not right.
Taylor.
The color, yeah. So this one is slight. No, she's still.
Yeah.
She needs to be white though. Like literally
that's
white.
Domino and Boom Boom. Yeah, that one. What was it?
Wait, hang on.
that's
Boom
from
Boom aged
90s,
up quickly in the '90s, I guess, because she's supposed to be like.
That's too far aged up.
Yeah, because she's supposed to be like how old is she in X Force? Well, that was the thing, because like Silvestri. So
She
for
was
Marvel,
a teenager.
because in like for example, this like Kitty Pryde is like 15 here, I think. It's fine.
Wait, where is she?
No, but anyway, this one, Rogue, Psylocke, Jean, Rachel, Kitty.
Storm is like the hottest
Storm.
fucking X-Men member there is.
Dude,
and
yeah.
then who's
So
this?
I would tell you right now, bro.
Oh, dude, look at this is
Man.
Silvestri's original art, dude. His art is so good. Like this is
The nasty things that Storm and I would get into.
okay, Bobby. Okay.
What about that? I missed. What?
This is so good though. This
Oh, shit.
Silvestri art, like this is
Seriously,
actually.
I missed what somebody called me. I was doing something.
Zach wants to dance with Storm in the African heat.
Oh,
Oh,
have
dude,
no
that first
fucking
page when they
idea.
show Storm in Giant Size X-Men 1.
Black Panther got lucky.
That's hot as shit. The one where she's naked as fuck and she's just.
Dude,
you know,
this one I keep looking at this. This is a computer background right now. This is a good one.
Like, you know, it'd be good. It would be good for like a banner on Twitter or something for you.
It would. What would? Oh yeah,
She-Hulk,
John.
hey, look, She-Hulk's hot as fuck too, in my opinion. I'd throw her up there. But like the old She-Hulk, where she was like athletic, thick, not this fucking, you know.
Here's
Hulk.
Storm fucking Forge.
Hmm.
She-Hulk, yeah. Before you don't like her in She-Hulk, neither do I. Neither is
I don't like current
Oh,
She-Hulk
yeah.
is just Hulk.
That's right,
Alex.
Storm. No, go back to that Storm. You
No,
skipped it.
Calm down, Zach.
Alex in the chat, I salute you. You have excellent taste. Psylocke is
Personally-
extremely fine.
We're talking about Marvel characters. Personally, Raven is my favorite female character. I'm a
Which
sucker
one?
for the goth. I'm a sucker for the goth bitches.
Oh, you're talking about Raven,
Yeah.
bro. That shit started coming out when everybody started seeing her in Teen Titans, like back in the day.
Well, dude, how George Perez originally drew her with this, you know, with her giant ass jugs or whatever. That's the one I'm in now. You know, the original.
Did he really draw her with big tits?
Yes, dude, you got to see.
I gotta look at this because
Wait, Cockrum or Jim Lee?
No, George Perez. He got in trouble because he draw like Starfire Raven naked at conventions. So like one day the DC brass pulled him aside. He's like, listen, you can't be doing this shit.
Yeah, no. George Perez. The girls in George Perez comics always have very big tits.
Well, dude, the scans of these are online. There's one of him of Starfire getting out of bed. She just fucked Dick Grayson, and she's like naked as fuck, and she's got like
Wonder Girl
bush
is
out
an
and
underrated
everything.
one.
Yeah.
Wonder Girl is very underrated. And
Listen, we got to do a comic book strip club on the best female costumes of all time. Number 1, Power Princess from Supreme Power. Number 2, Boob Window Sue Storm. Number 3, Goblin Queen or whatever her name is.
Goblin
Hey,
Queen.
wait, but where's Zatanna on this list? Where's Zatanna on this list? Because Zatanna was like my number one.
Look at this Goblin Queen. Look at the under boob on this shit. You got to put Vampirella in there too,
Yeah,
obviously.
This is Silvestri, dude. Silvestri girls. Look at Havoc. He's like he's mind controlled basically, but he's like I'm not. Yeah. I'm not release anytime soon.
He's like, you don't need to mind control me very hard.
Yeah. There you go.
Damn. She's hot as fuck. And this is Cable's mom, apparently.
Yeah, this is Cable's mom before
Which is
she
why
went fucking
he has-
sicko mode.
This kind of explains why he has issues. Honestly.
Yeah, there we go. Well, his mom did try to sacrifice him in a demonic ritual.
Bro, look how
while
fucking
wearing
hot
this
this
outfit.
is. This is insane. This is like, come on. People give me shit about TNA and comics that I read. Come on, this isn't a mainstream fucking book. Are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding?
this was 89.
You can't be the 90s. Oh, by the way, also, Vaughn, scroll up. This is a 90s trope. One of the most underrated 90s tropes. How the boob just totally pokes through the cloth. Like, because cloth doesn't cover tits like that. Like, it would just be, like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you see how it just continues the form of the boob up to an armpit? It wouldn't really look like that.
You gotta fucking love it.
Oh, yeah. Best decade ever.
Yeah, this was 89. This is like.
Oh, fuck you. You could have kept that one to yourself. Make me look like an ass here.
One of my favorite sexy covers is Uncanny X-Men 290, where Storm
I haven't
is in
gotten
the
it.
fucking rain.
Oh, that one's good.
Bro, she's
But
like,
it's also just it's not
she's
just
like
sex-
sensually looking up.
It's a it's a powerful cover too. Like I don't know.
Storm
it just
naked
gets
is fucking the
emotional.
wave in the first one. It's just so, yeah, look at that. That's so. Why is her arm so giant? But
Shut
never
the
mind.
fuck up.
Never mind.
Accept it.
Never mind. I'm just seeing that it's like part of the costume.
Oh, look at that! They're nice couple.
That's where this douchebag walked out on the marriage. You piece
I'm
of
a
This
huge
is- wait,
sucker
who,
for white
Forge?
covers.
Yeah, he walked out on the marriage. He gave it up.
Dude, really? What an
You guys
asshole!
walked out on her.
Yeah, I forgot what the reason was, but it definitely is like a.
That was after. I wonder how Claremont.
He had a Harry Osborn issue, if you catch my drift. That's why he.
Oh
Fucking,
yes, he did.
He's making robot clones to have sex with himself. We gotta make that a running gag on the fucking stream. Is that
Harry Osborn? Have they never brought Harry Osborn back?
No, he's dead.
Harry
dead.
Really? That's
Yeah.
shocking to me.
I don't care at this point.
He's been. How long has
Here
he
we
been
go.
dead?
Zach, what are you doing? Oh yeah, dude. This is so
Zach,
hot.
you've never seen this? You've never read Giant Size X-Men #1?
Of course I have. It's just been a hot minute since I've read it.
Yeah, this is she first appears nude.
Is it me, or is it just oddly arousing how like she's just naked as fuck and doesn't care? Like she's just having a full on conversation with them. And she's titties out.
No, there was literally an issue. There was like one of the issues where she's chilling by the lake with Colossus, and she's like, "I don't understand why I have to wear clothes out here. It's perfectly warm out." And he goes, "It's a cultural thing. You have to do it."
See, fucking commie piece of shit. You see, always trying to cover up the good stuff.
That was actually the first, and then Vindicator comes out of nowhere and starts beating the shit out of them. Who's the Canadian, of course. The Canadian and the commie both, ruin Naked Storm.
They're like
Aurora is also
interchangeable commie and Canadian. They pretty much mean the same.
Aurora from Alpha Flight is also pretty fine. I mean, her costume's not like super revealing, especially not like in original Alpha Flight. But yeah,
you want to talk about a sexy black cat suit? Fucking,
Why is
what?
Zach's like this?
We're on this.
You don't want to talk about this?
We're
No,
on the
we're
subject
talking
of
about it anyway.
women. So like, there's this thing where you can pretty much see black cat's tits.
Fucking Zach.
Zach's
getting like a prostate exam right now. He's just
all
like,
you gotta do is just type in like Amazing Spider-Man issue 300. Let me see, 342.
I don't know why this is so funny. What's
It was just Zach's segue. It was so awful. Oh, who's this? Eric Larson and
her cleavage like shows up big time. Like it's like
in the issue itself.
No, like it's like one of those issues. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna.
Scorpion's so cool. Zach, what's a good chameleon story to read? Because I've always wanted to get into his ass. And,
Life theft.
Get into. You've always wanted to get into his ass.
Life theft.
That sounded wrong.
Life theft. Amazing Spider-Man issue 288.
Amazing Spider-Man 258.
No, I'm retarded. 388, not 288.
Write that down, Vaughn.
It's life theft.
Life theft. Okay, gotcha. Oh, dude, this cover. I know this fucking cover. This is like one of the shittiest covers in Spider-Man history. It's so stupid. No,
you gotta read the fucking story, dude. It's emotional.
It just looks stupid. It just looks stupid, though.
Where's his left arm going?
Fuck you. His left arm, it's going up his dead father's ass.
Fair enough. I get that.
He felt shit. He felt shit, and that's the facial reaction he had. Oh no!
Yes.
Meteorite and Songbird from the original Thunderbolts. They are fucking fine. They are. Oh my gosh, they are so fine.
This is such degeneracy, and I'm okay
No,
with
it's
it.
not. It's okay. We're all men here. We can.
We're in Starbolts.
No, Thunderbolts. This is like the original team, like led by Baron Zemo, that like posed as superheroes during the whole Onslaught shit when the Avengers and Fantastic Four were missing. Yeah, Meteorite. Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
No,
Is this
that's
sexy,
not.
Neil?
That's not a good one. That's not a good one. There are some. Oh god, there are some panels where she looks
questioning
like
you, dude.
really,
Questioning
really
you.
good.
This one.
That was a good one.
That was a great one. Yeah.
This is where Malin got to start. What?
No, Malin did it in. Malin did the 2015 run, I think.
Dude,
Yeah,
what's
he
his
did that
name?
2015.
Citizen 5. So
Citizen-
fucking cool.
Yeah.
What's the one where it looks like she's licking something?
No, that's
Papa
on.
Zach
Wait, go up,
Spank.
go up.
me-
Papa Zay.
God damn it, Zach.
It's too late. and I'm so fucking tired. And so it's not my fault.
Papa
Okay.
Zach leg.
Just start drinking.
Zach, the
Let
shit you said.
me-
I don't know who says worse.
Let me.
Bro, you know who's a fucking slut? Hardcore Moonstone.
Moonstone.
She's on the
that is
she's on the
Moonstone.
Thunderbolts. Oh yeah, she's
that
a
is
slut.
Moonstone. Meteorite.
Yeah, she's a slut. Hardcore slut, bro.
Dude. Oh,
How many
did you
times did you try fucking with Bullseye during like the whole
Try to
Thunderbolts?
fuck Bullseye?
No,
Yeah.
dude, Bullseye fucked her on the Avengers meeting table.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
not
I
right.
love
Dude.
Dark
When was this?
Bullseye's
This was
underrated.
this is when Norman Osborn was leading the Thunderbolt team.
What year was this?
This is when after Civil War happened.
Yeah, this was Dark Reign.
It was right before Siege and after Civil War.
Yeah, it was right after Secret Invasion. So after Secret Invasion,
Yeah, so it was more recent. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, Secret
Like in
Invasion
Kirby
is
Modern
what brought him
Raiders.
into the
Yeah,
office.
so
You know, we could talk about '90s bad girl shit because there's this one. There's this one called Helena where literally she appears naked on like all the covers. I don't know if you can show that. You can show that?
Dude, Nick Fury's wife is a fucking banger too.
Who?
Nick Fury has a wife?
Yeah, whatever his fucking love interest is.
Nick Fury doesn't have a love interest because he's American. He fucks everything that's hot in the immediate
America! Fuck yeah!
American.
Vaughn, I posted a link to a better picture of Meteorite in the private chat. I'm trying to find one of Songbird.
He's really trying his best here.
Dude, what did you search up? Nick
dude,
Fury
she's
White
fine.
Comics. Look how many pictures of Steranko art there are on that vague search term of Nick Fury. It's pretty wild.
All right, here's VRBS Warren. I mean,
nah.
I like
up
the
your taste, little son.
I like what?
Need to up your taste a little, son.
I need to up my.
She
Boy,
shaped nicely, but it's
I've
like
eaten ass with better taste than you, Bobby. Dude,
you
don't
what
even.
to me.
I said I've eaten ass with better taste than you, Bobby. Don't start with me.
Bro, that means he's tasted shit before.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's an own, dude. I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah.
Wow, you got me. You know, make sure you
Bro,
don't get pink eye, dude. You know that shit's.
I know
serious.
it's a little bit. I know it's a character out. I know it's a character out of Marvel, but I would hands down take Cara Dune by the fucking legs and just like go to
Alright.
town, dude. Bro, Gina Carano, gimme.
Zach, God damn it, Zach.
Dude, bro.
Oh, man.
Man speaks no lies here.
All right,
I don't
guys,
know.
this has been going on. I think I've been debating wrapping up. I think I might wrap it up. But Zach, you have a book.
Yeah, I got a voyage.
I didn't mean to shoot on
It's
that note
launching
either. I just-
tomorrow at 1 p.m. Anybody who's still awake, yeah.
Back you fucking commies! Don't be that shit.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
at
dude.
73 subscribers. Subscribe.
It's not even funny, and I'm laughing.
No. I like remember that scene. You know that scene in Anger Management where Woody Harrelson is in the backseat
Woody
with fucking Adam Sandler. He's like, I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. I'm so fucking stupid.
Bro,
You never seen Anger Management?
I haven't.
I have. It's
I
been like
feel
20 years on.
I feel pretty, witty, gay.
Is that the one where he's gonna fuck Jessica Biel, but he doesn't
Oh,
because she's wearing like a
bro.
Red Sox fucking bra?
Yeah, dude. That's like there's a scene in there where he's like he tells like Jack Nicholson that his mother had died or something like that in the hospital, and Jack Nicholson's like, oh. And then he Jack Nicholson's like crying in the corner of the room and he goes, no more clam chowder. It was so funny as shit, dude. And Adam Sandler's like, dude, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit, I can't remember this now.
That movie's so fucking funny, bro. Oh my god, my
All right,
fucking...
boys. I've never watched Anger Management, but I'll have to. We lost all the way. By the way, I was busy looking how when I was we lost all of our fucking viewers. During that
So it's just us.
Did we?
We're talking to no one.
During
Is
the
it
whole
just
Hawk
us?
Chicks thing, we have like.
It's just.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. The real one stays. You know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next time. And Zach, guys, tune in tomorrow. Zach, we'll figure something out. Message me the schedule tomorrow. We'll figure something out for launching your campaign. See you guys.
Sign up for Young Monarchs.
Sign up for Young. Yeah, get the link in the private chat so I can blast it out.
Okay.
Even though no one's in the fucking chat.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Great power, go!
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah.
We're still on, by the way, right?
Yeah, I know.
We're still on.
Nice.
Ambulance.
Campaign.
Bobby, I take back what I said about your taste. You have pretty good taste. I freely admit I have a thing for like the skin tight bodysuit. So my opinion is a little.
It's
split.
not, no,
man.
mine
I was just joking around
the thing
too.
about Absurd and BS Warden is that they're not saying all this shit with their faces like we are.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I really.
Proud. I'm a proud tit supporter. And if you
Well,
don't
listen,
like
I'm
it,
a comic
go
book
fuck
fan.
yourself.
2 and 2
How about that?
together, yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, mine's not nerdy, so I like my thing better. You equate liking kids to liking comic books. All right, everyone. All right.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.